Look, man.
Where? Oh, I see.
Wow.
Oh, my. Bowen, look over there.
Wow, is that culture? Yes.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Las Culturistas.
Ding dong, Las Culturistas calling.
We're talking nails on both the hands and feet. We're talking pedicures, manicures,
Feet nails.
how we like to get
hand
them,
nails. Yep.
the hang-ups that go into scheduling them.
So I go like my nails become like pica. Is that what it is? Just it starts to flake. Like I peel layer by layer of keratin.
I guess what we're all saying is we're nail biters here. This is a nail biter community.
I've since reformed.
They look amazing, I have to say.
Nah, I don't know about that.
They look great. And you have such nice jewelry, you want people to notice it clearly. So when everyone looks at your fingers, it's like they better be together, those little cutes.
Sure. But you're chronic with it. You are a chronic biter.
Nail biter. That is how my anxiety manifests.
That's right.
You know, when I was a little boy, I was flexible enough to put my toenail in my mouth. And then my mother saw me doing it one time. I was like 7 or 8, and she sat me down like I had like done something really wrong. And she was like, "I want to talk to you about what it is you've been doing."
Was the fetish born or killed in that moment?
I guess killed, because it was really serious. It was like, "I really want to talk to you about your behavior." It's like I had been doing drugs or something. Like, this has to stop. You have to stop putting your foot in your mouth and biting off the toe nail. Don't worry, I don't do it anymore. I can't, only because I can't get it up there.
We were talking to our guest. I bet you could. All right. We were
talking to our visual medium cannot put his own foot in his mouth.
This is what it's all about. He can.
Yeah.
Where our guest is, the habit is returning, as he's saying, because he's dealing with a stressful sort of.
He's in a stressful situation where nails get bitten.
Yeah. I'm not. Oh my God. Oh, he's wearing Uggs and a matching sock.
Guys, am I supposed to be talking?
No,
right
hold
now?
on one second.
Hold on one second.
Talking 15 seconds. Our guest is wearing Uggs, and that's not all he's contributing to the culture. The
so
podcast,
true.
So true. You already know it.
You know it. You love it.
Yeah.
It is the current
fucking reigning.
The current fucking reigning.
Model comedian on HBO Max, which I did have to double check. It is back to being HBO Max. Just going forward, we all know it's back to HBO Max. Yeah. It's not HBO, it's not Max, or it is HBO, but then it's not Max, it's HBO Max.
It's Valerie Cherishes HBO Max.
Quite.
And he's in this movie that is coming out soon called The Devil Wears Prada 2. There's
the Squeakquel.
The Squeakquel.
That actually is the sequel. If there's any sequel that's a sequel, it's Devil Wears Prada 2.
Absolutely. You're in the sequel. How's that feel? Okay, let's bring him in. This is our good friend. Everybody, please welcome Caleb Hearon.
You know that our listeners have been begging. For all they want to hear is you, not us.
Well, you guys refuse to have me on.
That's not really true.
This was a bit on your pod. Let's unpack this.
Did I do this bit?
I think you were talking with someone about
Did I do a bit about me not coming on Las
Culturistas? Like we never invited you.
Oh, that's really funny. I mean, you guys have been avoiding me like the plague. What is it?
I don't feel this is true. I honestly feel that what it was there was an era where we were kind of doing guests not like on the Zoom, and I was like, this has to be an in-person thing.
I really won't. I hate the Zoom podcast.
No, you've done it right the whole time.
I won't do it. I won't do it for mine. It scares me. Because I hate it. I feel like I'm not being charming. I feel like I'm doing a really bad job. I just can't connect on Zoom.
Based on the example, the cases, the data points that you've collected thus far, which is what, like a handful of times.
When I did them, because when I had my show Keeping Records with Shelby Wolstein back in the day, back forever ago, we would do Zoom episodes. Well, we really did Zoom episodes because both of our dads died unexpectedly, so we had to be in different parts of the country.
Sure.
So honestly, maybe it was like profound grief that was.
Yes.
Maybe it was like us both being in psychotic grief that was really. But I do not feel that I did a good job on the Zoom episodes.
I just hate
because you were psychotically grieving.
Yeah, psychotic grief, and also the lag.
Yeah, it's the lag.
I hate because also with the Zoom of it all, it's especially like during the pandemic when we started, it was like, okay, here's like a pretty big guest that we've booked, but of course they're never going to see us in person at that time, so they got on Zoom, and having a lag with like someone that you're trying to impress or that you respect.
Yeah. You can't have a lag with Cameron Diaz.
No, you can't have a lag with Cameron
No,
Diaz.
no.
You can't do it.
Not
Wait,
with
can I ask you guys a
Cynthia.
question?
Yes.
Go.
I've never gotten to ask you guys this, and I am curious about it. And it's obviously okay if you don't want to talk, and we can cut.
No, this
Let's
is
talk.
wrong.
We're not cutting.
Have you? Look, I'm just gonna ask.
Go ask.
Okay.
Don't be afraid.
You guys are so cute together. Was there ever a moment,
Was there ever a moment that we romantically, sexually, and more?
or considered even? Was there ever a moment?
No, it would be like siblings.
Totally.
You know that feeling?
Totally.
It's like if you and Shelby were to
It's a little different,
consummate
right?
as siblings in grief.
A little different. Okay, I was just checking because
feel
I just wondered.
like
Of course.
in a way where it's like any two gay guys. You know what I mean? It's sort of like any two gay guys are like, huh. It's like, of course it runs through your mind, but then quickly relationship becomes what it is.
Yeah.
But I do think it's that thing of like, so we're working on something together, and I was talking to one of our collaborators on it, and it floated through my mind like, huh, should our characters have like a thing that they explore?
Attention.
Hello.
And then our friend was like, well, the thing is, like, with you guys in a show that's about two gay guys, it's like, if they don't kiss, you kind of have to say why. And I was like thinking about what the why was, and I'm like, oh, the why is like platonic friendship. But then once you get on that track, it's like, well, is it more interesting to explore it because of that? Is that the surprising thing? So what I'm saying is, Bowen, there's something I wanted to tell you for years. Just kidding. Can you imagine?
That would be so awesome. If you guys have any big reveals that you've been waiting to do and you wanted to do it in the episode where I'm here, I would really love that.
Oh, this
be
is going to do numbers no matter what. We don't need to do a big reveal.
No,
We're going to
totally.
save
It
that
just
for
make me
like
feel
a
special.
clunker.
Imagine
Yeah.
we needed like a sweeps episode of the podcast. It was like it's like Matt and Bowen getting engaged on Las Culturistas. It's like when there's like a lion loose in Wisteria Lane.
I would love that. I would love to be part of that.
Yeah, you can officiate when it happens.
You guys should for a stunt. You guys should get married for a stunt.
Absolutely. People have done it. Wait, now can you tell everybody what your nail journey is?
Oh, my nail journey. Yes, of
Yeah.
course. I'm so sorry. I will get off track a lot during this. My nail journey is that, okay, so during COVID, I kicked two habits. Well, around COVID.
Yep.
Nail biting. I was a horrific nail biter. Would bite shit down to the nubs. Bleeding, crazy style.
Yeah, we're talking nub.
Doing that. And then we're talking, it's giving nub.
What's giving nub?
And then my fear of death, I really got over. Hypochondria. Like
Yes.
hypochondria, fear of death was wrapped up in one thing. Really kicked that.
Yep.
I was like, that's probably just gonna happen to me someday. I made peace with my
Probably.
mortality. I'm not certain, but it feels like it.
Probably.
So I kicked those, but yeah, I'm back. Just like last week, I started picking at my nails again, and it's crazy.
How did you kick it to begin with?
Picking and biting.
Picking and biting.
I just stopped.
Whoa.
Cold turkey.
I just stopped. I was like, no more. I had to be really mean to myself for a minute, but then I was able to be sweet to myself. But I had to be mean at first. Every time I would pick up the finger, I'd be like, Caleb Daniel.
Yeah.
This is
Caleb
disgusting.
Daniel.
Put it away.
Because
And then I'd put it
here's
away.
the thing, they are filthy.
They shouldn't be in there.
No, they should be in there. And I'll tell you what I don't love is the sort of casual way a mother will just watch her toddler pick something off the ground and put it in their mouth. I guess at a certain point
You're
it's like
exhausted.
yeah, because
as a mother.
They
I
need
guess
it,
that's
don't
what
they?
it is.
Don't the babies need it?
Because they need
Oh, the
Germs?
bacteria, the germs. Yes.
Yeah, you don't want them to have no germs, right?
Right.
Certainly, it's not a judgment. All the moms out there, it's just it
mom
shocks me
community.
when I see something on the ground that then goes in the baby's mouth.
Yeah.
Totally.
But I'm
Yeah.
a nail biter lifelong.
How
so.
often are you guys eating something off the floor? Just let's get into it.
I ate my Lexapro off the floor the other day.
Which one is that?
That's
What is that one?
Glamour.
It's Glamour. That's escitalopram. That's SSRI.
SSRI.
So it just fell on the bathroom floor.
Yeah.
Terrible place to fall.
Yeah.
And yet,
You ate it off the bathroom
and I
floor.
feel, and every time I take something off the floor, 5-second rule, I'm like, well, didn't they do a MythBusters on how that is absolute garbage? Like, it's not real. Like the 5-second rule is like, it's dirty. Put that away.
On your bathroom floor, Bowen.
It's really bad at Bowen's house because he's constantly missing the toilet bowl.
Bowen.
It's like a hose.
Wait, what?
It's like in those crazy movies where like
Not
a
you opening
not
it
you
up.
like,
That was
not
so
you-
crazy.
You know when like a
Object
fireman's bad at his
working.
job
Yeah.
and it's like, whoa, that's like Bowen in the bathroom because it was a big old anaconda. Sorry.
Oh my
Don't.
God. What zone of the bathroom floor did it fall on?
Pretty close to the bowl. Yeah.
Really, Bowen?
Pretty close.
Oh my gosh, this actually is deeply good for me to hear because that's the kind of thing I would do but be ashamed to talk about. And you're standing in bravery right now in a way that actually will move many in the community.
Can I really get vulnerable here? I feel good with everybody in the room.
Okay.
Just if anyone were to witness me digging in my nostrils for shit, I would be dead. I would move planets. I would go away. I would leave this earth.
I don't even have a lot of shame about it. I'm in my nose.
Can I tell you something? Can I take a step further?
Please.
Yeah.
And be vulnerable. I feel comfortable with everyone but one person in this room.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say who. No, I'm kidding.
And you brought them here.
Yeah. It's Michelle. It's my assistant. She's doing elder abuse to me. No, I'm in my nose, obviously crazy style.
Yeah.
And
100%.
not only would I be embarrassed for someone to see me in the nose, I'd be embarrassed for them to see what I sometimes find.
Yeah.
Because let me tell you, can I
Animal
just tell you
style.
something?
Hairs.
You're in your nose crazy style, and what's in there is animal
Is
style.
animal style.
Do you ever feel your
in
nose
cheese.
like this and be like, oh, there's something really in there?
Yep.
And then you get in there and what you pull out is like pretty long and hard.
Yep.
Can I say
Totally.
that? Has that
No,
happened to
100%.
anyone?
Absolutely.
I think we all have a nose, and we'd all be crazy, ridiculous fools to say we haven't dug in there and found something crazy style, animal style.
You ever just sitting somewhere and you feel something hit your shirt and you realize a little bit of
ear.
earwax has fallen out of your
I've
ear?
never had that happen, but tell me
Well,
more.
it's really gross. A bunch of people just shook their head no, so obviously I'm pretty suicidal.
No.
Camera guy shook his head no so violently that it was borderline judgmental.
Nick, no.
That fucking hurt so bad. That sucked. People in the comments say if you've had earwax fall out and you felt the weight of it hit your shirt.
I'm here to
happens.
negotiate you off the ledge because I too deal with ear stuff.
It happens.
Like, you ever take your AirPods out
Oh,
and that's covered in the stuff?
That was like the glamorous girl version of what I was talking about. If people were being really honest with themselves, sometimes a little chunk falls out. And I'm
It's
like,
true.
I have to get up on the cross for all of us. But like, yours was so normal and you should never be ashamed of that.
And also, to be fair, like, you do shove those AirPods in there.
You shove them in, but
there.
I want to know more about earwax if you're willing to share.
Totally. So there have been a couple of times in my life. It's not 0. It's probably not north of 20. It's probably somewhere in the 0 to 20 range. I would
Yeah.
say plus, like, definitely north of 5, south of 20.
Okay.
I have been sitting somewhere. I have felt a mass leave my ear.
It's while you're sitting down usually?
Totally. There's been some sort of shift, movement, ruffle, shuffle.
Yep.
I feel a mass, something with weight, heft,
Yeah.
leave my ear and fall on my person. I feel the weight of it hit my body, not unlike a punch landing on my body.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, I look down, and yes, it's a little glob of earwax.
Yeah.
All that to say, I want to ground everybody in the fact that I am human.
Yeah.
And I have a body that produces things like earwax.
I'm not here to. Please believe me when I say this. I am jealous
Do you mean
because
that?
my earwax
Gets logged.
gets logged. It doesn't. I wish it clumped. And I'm sorry. Is that an okay word to say?
Clumped?
I wish it clumped. I wish I had nuggets of earwax. I have a disgusting thin film that stays there and will sediment into its own layer, fuse with my skin and the rest of my dermis for the rest of my life.
Yes.
I was
It's
going to
not coming
say,
out.
I think I'd rather be like Caleb and having it fall out, because at least then there's the relief of knowing that that said mass is no longer in your body,
left,
than go through what I know my sister goes through, which is to have sort of blockage, because that becomes ear infection. And that's the
having-
worst thing that could ever happen to a human.
Her having no ability to defend herself or step in, and just you being like, she has blockage and she's in trouble.
Talking about me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, no. I thought you meant your actual sister.
No, no,
You
no.
were
No,
referring to
my
Bowen.
sister
This
to my
sister.
right.
I thought you were bringing up a biological sister who was nowhere in the room, and I was like, that's insane, and I'm completely addicted.
Defend herself.
Yeah, I mean, I would then call her my bio sister. You're my sister, she's my bio sister.
It's making it seem really fucked up when I ask if you
Can
guys are
I? Can I? Speaking of bio, which I thought was a term that we didn't really. This is like a prefix that we don't really use anymore.
Bio.
Right.
Apparently, people. So I was out yesterday with my friend Ian, and we were at this place, and then these two pups come in. Two guys, and it was like a little fun daytime sort of
Oh,
party
goodness.
thing at at a space.
Yeah.
Two pups come in.
You sure?
Guys in their pup outfits.
How pupped are they? Just the head, or are they doing the whole
Head
thing?
and torso.
Totally.
All
Totally.
belted,
Puffed up.
all
Totally.
puffed up above the waist.
Puffed
Totally.
up from the waist up.
Puffed up in
waist
the waist
up.
up.
Puffed up from
Yeah.
the waist up. Kind of
Title
gives
that.
like a Doechii lyric.
Puffed up in the waist.
Actually,
It is
Yeah.
very
Yeah.
very alter ego.
Nice.
Dirty.
I know my girl.
So And I might be totally butchering this. Please, I hope this makes it to Threads and they have a lively, spirited debate about this.
They will.
But
I'm sorry, I'm crying.
okay, so
I'm really crying.
This is how I cry.
Sorry, I'm crying.
So apparently, people in the pup community call like canines bio dogs.
So
And I'm not sure about
Bio
that.
dogs is so
Because
funny.
you're just gonna have to it just begs to have the terminology changed 5 years from now. Because it's like what we used to call like AFAB queens, bio queens in drag, right? And now it's like, no, that's an AFAB queen, great. Or that's just a drag queen. No need to if you want to get drill down into that's AFAB person dressing up in female drag. Great.
This is a piece of information. Every once in a while, a piece of information about our community makes its way to my doorstep that asks me, "How progressive are you? What are your values really?"
How do you feel about bio dogs?
Bio dogs.
This is a moment where I have to ask questions of myself, and I don't have the answers.
No, we're not going to answer them here. And I again might totally have butchered that.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to say who told me.
Yeah.
It was Ian. But I'm not going to.
Ian did it.
Ian did it.
Yeah.
But I'm with you. I'm like, wow, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't want, because I feel like it's a dog. It's like a right-wing dog whistle to be like, keep that shit in the bedroom. But I am but I don't know how much of that should cross the threshold.
It's a great question. I do think there are things like, look, gay guys, I love us in
Yes.
many ways.
Love
I have
us.
questions about us in many ways.
Always.
There are things that we do and say and know that were only meant for us, I think.
Yeah.
That once it breaks containment, I do fear that I don't feel that straight people can fully understand what's going on with us sometimes.
No.
And so sometimes straight people learn about a thing, particularly conservative people, they learn about like a very niche gay thing, and I'm like, baby, you were never supposed to know about that. I'm so sorry.
And also, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go here because you went there. I'm gonna go here.
We're being vulnerable today.
I
We're getting
do
vulnerable.
believe there should be separation between the straight and gay communities because I don't need to mix with them. I find their morals really in the gutter.
Yeah.
I think they're all cheating on each other. I think all straight people are liars.
Yeah.
I've never met a straight woman that isn't cheating on her husband with someone she just met on vacation.
We're looking at the women.
You all cheated on. I know
That's
you
not true.
have all cheated on your partners on a vacation with your girlfriends, and that's why you want to go back to Antigua. That's the only reason why. Is because of the
Can I
surfing
say-
instructor you met.
People are cheating.
People
They're
be
cheating.
cheating.
You guys,
And they're lying.
You guys, friend of a friend. Wow, this is juicy.
Go.
Friend of a friend. Woman. Her husband, mega dickhead, like military asshole. Like
Bio man.
mean, conservative, homophobic, all the bad things you can think of. This guy
Yeah.
sucks. He's the worst.
Oh.
It was revealed to me recently at a lunch, no less. Lunch is the best place
Lunch
to
is
get
the
gossip.
Yeah,
best place for
absolutely.
gossip.
Dinner, it starts to feel a little, it's like, oh, it's night. We're being kind of nefarious. Lunch is like, we're walking in the light of God.
And honey, it's lunchtime.
And honey, it's lunch right now.
And honey, I think my lunch has been served hot.
What do you want?
Wife cheating on military husband with a man 10 years younger than her. It's
Great.
not age inappropriate, by the way. It's all good. They're all in their 30s, 40s. Cheating on a man 10 years younger and cheating regularly, carrying on a very explicit affair, waiting until the kid leaves high school to leave him to be with the other man.
Yeah, planning to cheat.
Planning to
That's a
cheat.
whole other world of it.
Crazy.
Planning
Which
to
is
cheat, but how long can she keep the plan under wraps?
Oh, I don't think he's very bright.
Okay.
Yeah, I think she
for
could
her.
really do it. And women are very cunning.
Yes,
they mostly use it for good.
It's actually
They
roller
mostly use it
culture
for
number
good.
10. Women are very cunning. They think they're very smart on vacation.
But they cheat.
And one time I was this was recent. I was talking to a straight woman and she was confiding. She felt she was confiding in like her gays that she had cheated on her new husband
Not new.
with someone she met on vacation. And I'm listening to her, and it took everything in me to not be like, you know what I hope is happening? I hope your husband is cheating on you.
Do you hope that?
If you are cheating on your husband gleefully and
That's
like
best
getting
case
away for it,
scenario.
I
Best
hope
case
he's
is that he's
cheating on
cheating
you
back.
too.
That's
Yeah.
mutual cheating.
Yeah, I would hope
Totally.
that someone isn't just getting cucked up,
So
tucked up from the tucked up from the waist up,
Say
But
that. Cupped up from the tucked up.
cupped up from the cupped up from the
Yes!
waist up.
You could be an amazing rapper.
Oh, I have it within me, certainly. I definitely have it within me. I think, but I was thinking just now, vacation is really what you make of it.
100%.
Vacation can be cheating. It can be relaxing. It can be museums.
It can be relaxing. It can be cheating.
It can be so many things. Vacation.
It can be. Wait, that's actually rule culture number 15. It can be so many
much
things. Vacation. It can be cheating. It can be relaxing.
It can be museums.
It can be museums. Don't forget.
That's actually a really good one.
Those are like the 3 vacations: cheating, relaxing, museums.
Yeah, you can break them all down into like so many different activities.
And now, a vital break from our sponsor, Vital Proteins.
You know the blue tub you've probably seen everywhere? That's Vital Proteins collagen peptides. Now, why use them?
Because they're the experts, the #1 collagen brand in the US. I'm talking about ingredients backed by science and shown to be effective.
I mean, when we hit about age 30, our bodies naturally produce less collagen. And collagen has a lot of benefits. A lot! Collagen peptides are a simple wellness supplement that supports healthy hair, skin, nails, bones, and best of all, joints.
And it's easy to use. Add a serving to whatever you're already drinking. Morning coffee, afternoon tea, daily smoothie, weekly whatever.
I use Vital Proteins collagen every morning. I just mix it into my coffee or a smoothie. It's super easy, and it's become a simple part of my daily routine.
But however you do it, consistency is the key. It's crazy how something so effective is so easy.
And right now, you can get 20% off your next order by going to vitalproteins.com and using promo code LasCulturistas20. That's LasCulturistas20 at checkout.
Huge thanks again to our sponsor, Vital Proteins.
These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
I thought you said it was proven by science.
Never said that. I just said it was good.
Are you an itinerary vacationer or are you a cheater?
I'm a that's the binary?
Well, I was experimenting. It doesn't have to be.
I don't love an itinerary, even though the last trip I took friends on was mostly itinerary driven. But actually, no, there was moments of loose, unstructured time. Matt, pertinent to you and your story, Matt is a newly white guy who loves Asian culture.
Oh.
I've been to Asia like pretty much more than America this year.
Are you wearing kimonos yet? Because that's where it
no.
usually ends up. Do you have swords in the house?
Here's what I'll say. I learned how to dress myself in the last hotel that we stayed in, and the outfit that they gave.
Oh yes, yes.
How would
that
you
was
describe
called.
that?
It was like a modern tatami sort of like ryokan sort of thing.
Yes, and when I stepped out in the garb, and I saw myself in the mirror, I said, I belong here.
Wow.
And that's why I'm having what I'm calling. I called it to you my big Asian year.
Big Asian year.
Yeah.
B-A-Y.
It can be a very Asian year for you. And I think, a lot of white guys who go down the path of being obsessed with Asia, I'm obsessed with these guys. Most of them have never been. That's one part of the issue.
Right.
It gets into samurai swords pretty quickly. It gets into kimonos pretty quickly.
It won't get there for me.
It usually gets into an ironic facial hair. And right now, your facial hair is looking very handsome and normal.
This is kind of where I stay.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I'll go somewhere crazy.
You guys both look great.
Thank you.
Thank
the
you.
way.
Likewise.
I have to say, thank you very much.
And I was just admiring these frames.
Thank you very much.
Are these new frames or are these sort of signature frames?
I want to tell you, I've been wearing these for a decade plus.
Yes, these are the signatures.
These are the frames.
These are the ones.
Thank you.
And it's seeing them in person that really is the high impact.
You guys are special. You guys are special
What are you
guys.
talking about?
You guys are special guys. I like seeing you on this little couch. I like being in the room with you.
Really?
See, and that's why we have to do it again.
I see you so often in my phone, but to see you gay
We
guys
see
in
you
real life.
often in the phone.
This is nice.
This is
It
really
is
nice.
nice.
Can we just take a moment to say this is nice?
This is nice.
We need to go to dinner.
It's like a jacuzzi being here.
The fly.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Wake that up.
I have to say
Say it.
that one thing about where I was just at, which is Phuket,
Right.
you don't even need a hot tub.
Yeah?
It feels like a bath wherever you go.
Is that true?
Humid.
I guess it would.
How do you mean? How do you mean?
I guess I went there at the perfect time because I'll tell you something. And let me ask you this question: is it possible that there's more salt in the seawater there?
Of course it's possible.
I felt so amazing. I realized
Like that. Okay.
I realized that seawater really does heal. Ocean water heals.
What happened to you over there?
Do you guys feel me? Anyway.
Ocean water makes
water
noise!
I had the most incredible vacation in Phuket and went in the ocean, and I literally left being like, okay, note to self, you have to go in the ocean.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is the thing. Like, this is so well observed, by the way. This whole like white guy into Asian culture thing. Like, I've really thought about this ever since, like, just whenever you bring it up, because it's like, There's so many different ways to be white guy in an Asian culture. You can do like the Hassan Piker thing where he goes to China and now he's like China Max to the gods.
He's not white though.
Oh, sure. We'll take that out. But you know what I mean?
I think leave it in.
There are many different
Well,
ways
let's
to
hear
do
from
it.
him.
Well,
Hassan, are you white or what?
Okay, can I say we're saying white guy into Asian culture, but it literally can apply to me.
Oh,
where
can
like
it?
I'm like one of these like weeby guys who like goes to Japan and loves it. I go to China and I love it. I go to like I have not been south of China crazily or
Yeah.
north of Australia, north of 5 south
Well,
of 20.
you loved parts of China.
I loved parts of China. No, actually, this past summer I was like I see it all.
You see all of China?
I not see it all, but I see the gamut of what this can be, and it's pretty crazy.
You described your
Special.
experience at Disney Shanghai as not being great.
Because the kids are shitting on the street,
That
are
part-
shitting on the
Yeah,
sidewalk.
that
because,
rubbed
Kids are
me.
shitting on the sidewalk.
because that's Chinese culture. It's like they're from the countryside where it's like the kids squat. There's a little pocket. There's a little like clip-on thing at the butt, and then they just squat and they shit on the.
There's a clip-on thing on the butt and they shit in the park.
There's a little
Yeah.
square. The flap. There's a flap on the butt.
Uh-huh.
And
And they shit on the ground.
And they shit on
Yeah.
the ground. That's what I meant.
I
Yes,
thought there was something, a
ground.
receptacle to capture the poop,
No,
but it's just
no,
going
no.
straight to the
Nothing
ground.
of the sort.
That's Chinese.
Not
sort
digging
of,
it. Hope that's okay to say, not digging it.
No, there's nothing to dig.
I don't
oh
like
no,
that
you,
at
you,
all.
you don't. No, there's no like. You can clutch your pearls.
Meanwhile, in Phuket, you once any person that you talk to there, any woman that you talk to there, sometimes they'll just come up and they'll go, "Ka."
And that means?
That means like thank you, like
Kap
hello,
kun ka, yeah,
Kap
yeah,
kun
yeah.
ka, and
Yeah.
like
Swati ka. Yeah.
yeah,
It's
I
hello.
just love ka. I love
That's
ka. And then
really sweet.
so when you're like a feminine woman, you go ka, and then the men go cup.
Well,
It's more clipped.
and there's a lot to be said about that, by the way, if we want to
Yep.
dig into it. When I'm abroad, people mostly say to me, move. or get out of the way.
And do you?
I try my best, but those places are so small.
I know.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You go to another country, they're not used to seeing a guy like me.
Uh-huh.
So they're very, very interested in me getting out of the way. And I share that interest with them. I don't want to be in the way. It's one of my
Sure.
least favorite things to be.
Who wants to be in the way?
Oh, I hate being in the way. Love attention.
Some people love being in the way.
Well, they're
Ooh.
addicted to it. Some
Yeah.
people don't know how to not be in the way.
There's being in the way and there's being on display, and I'll pick the latter.
Hello?
And that is my housewife's tagline.
Hello. Thank you. That was really, really beautiful and powerful.
Thank you. I didn't know I had that in me until just there.
I knew that you had it within you.
I guess I should have more self-belief.
I knew that you had it within you the whole time. I never doubted it for a second. How long have you guys been doing this show?
10. We just did 10 years. Celebrated
This
10
actually
years.
is, we're very much in the midst of our 10 years, and also our 500th episode we were supposed to do like a big like showcase episode for it. Like we were going to do the 500 best things
Best
in
things.
culture,
Mm-hmm.
stupid list, and we've totally missed it, and now I don't think we can. We're
you
well
totally
over
can.
500
Who's the
now.
time?
You totally
Literally,
can.
who has the time to do a podcast?
I don't know. I certainly do, but I don't know how you guys do.
No. You don't.
I'll say there have been times that you guys have put out this podcast that I have said, surely someone's going to step in soon. Like you guys are so busy that I'm going, there's no way this is happening still. It seems like it's so hard. I don't know how you guys do it. With two
Well,
people,
and you know what's funny? Like we thought, like, oh, Bowen's left us, and now the podcast can like be something like that. Like we'll do it fresh every week, and it can always be topical, and it hasn't been able to be that.
yeah, banking is the name of the game.
Banking is kind of has to be the name of the game.
Any
sometimes.
tricks for you when you bank? Like, don't talk
Yeah,
about
tips and tricks.
Don't talk about the Kit Kat robbery that just happened.
Yeah,
It did just happen.
people are always trying to bring up the Kit Kat robbery, and I hate that. Now, just chit chatting, like I feel like I'm so lucky because it's just me and a guest, and so
Yeah.
it's just my schedule to mostly worry about. I mean, Nicole, who engineers the show, and Chance, who produces it, like there's two, but mostly I just get to ask questions. I just throw questions out, and then I go, "That was so interesting what you said."
I have found the last few like big discourses that have happened, I have had like what seem like really unpopular opinions. Like for example, the Timothée Chalamet stuff with the ballet and the opera. I think people were being insane about that.
People are being completely insane
Like
because they're a little tired of him.
Yeah,
And that's not fair.
And that was really what it was about. The chaperone of it all. I could not believe that we just took what this one person like put on their Instagram as total fact, as total Bible, and kicked her ass again on social media, only for the security guard to come out and be like, guys, she never asked me to do that. I work at the hotel. I thought there was a problem, so I went over there. She did nothing.
They have a particular problem with chapel. To me, it's so funny because every chapel discourse is like, she will literally be like, she will literally be like, hey guys, please just like don't chase me down the street. I'm going to dinner.
Right.
And then the whole internet will be like, you stupid, ungrateful
Yeah,
bitch.
how dare you,
You dumb, ungrateful bitch.
We are gonna take you down. Don't come to Rio.
Yeah. You're banned from the
You
city.
are disinvited from our great
It's like,
country.
pardon? It's really crazy. And also, Chapel is a Missouri girl. And I have to tell you,
Yeah.
this was never supposed to happen to us.
No.
This poor girl, I'm like, it's just so, I'm like, give that girl a break. Give her a break.
I have been saying it the entire time, and I'm just like, but because you want to know what else? It's so boring. Like,
Yeah.
all of these things are just so boring.
How should we treat Missouri celebrities? You, Chapel, Nikki Glazer, John
gosh.
Hamm.
You know, Nikki still lives in Missouri,
Yes.
which I love
Yeah,
about her.
I love
Love
that.
that about her.
Nikki moved back to St. Louis. You know what? The way you should treat us is, I think I get pretty lucky. Everyone's pretty nice to me. I think it's gotten a little weird recently, but most of the time I think people are very like, hey, sorry, love your stuff, blah, blah, and then they like run away. I love that. And I'm happy to take a picture or whatever. But I think just like what I mean by that is like, I don't know, it would be pretty jarring. A lot of these people who get famous, like, they did have some kind of preparation. They they grew up with money, or they went to like a big fancy school, or they like, they were around rich people at some point in their life. Like when you really come from like rural ass Missouri and this shit just happens to you, totally cool, awesome, privileged life, wouldn't trade it. But it is like, I really feel for Chapel. I'm like, that is a fucking crazy experience.
Right.
It's a very, very different, weird thing. And I'm just like, yeah, I wish people would give her a break. That being said, Chapel, love you, girl. Please tune out to this part. The memes about it are very funny.
I
we
think
can't escape the fact that the memes are funny.
always good.
The memes are good.
The Zelda one is really funny.
Wait,
you know
what
I'm
was the
talking
Zelda
about?
one?
It's like it's the Great Fairy from N64 from Ocarina of Time pulling Link's hair. Like just found this, and she's like, she looks like Chapel. She's got like red hair and like all this like trellisy stuff in her. Yeah, and it's that made me laugh.
The memes are very funny. You also, Bowen, every once in a while, you will pop up on my phone posting
no.
something that I have never heard about. Like you'll post like some kind of cartoon figure I've never seen in my life, and you'll be like, back at it with this bitch.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know what these little games are, but I want to come play with you.
Yeah.
I want to come play your little games.
Please play.
I don't know them.
Come.
And I want to be involved. I feel like you have so many fun games.
I'm really settling into this new life of just like I'm a little concierge for people.
Maybe you should get on Twitch.
That's Hassan's domain.
Leave it to Hassan. Leave it to Hassan to be on Twitch, to be talking about politics too much. Leave it to Hassan to be
Too much.
talking about gay guys too much. I said this when I went on a show. He was talking so freely about gay men. I said, Hassan, you better fuck a man or hush it up.
This is
and
what
I
I'm
would agree,
saying.
and I would say absolutely first in line for that.
You want to fuck Hassan?
Oh, deeply.
Oh my goodness.
And can I say, I think all these people like coming for Hassan want to fuck him too.
Oh sure, he's
Totally.
handsome. I like him.
Yeah.
I like Hassan. I don't need to. No offense, brother. I don't need to fuck him. But I think if he wants
I don't
to,
need to fuck him. I would just be first in line if there was an option. Like if there's going to be a sweepstakes.
I think if he
Right.
wants to keep talking to the Austin, the little gay guy on his podcast,
Yes.
Yeah.
if he wants to keep talking to Austin crazy about gay stuff, he needs to fuck somebody.
Has he been talking crazy about gay stuff?
No, just like he'll be like when I went on his show, he was like Austin's a selfish top, and I was like, let's take a pause.
So what do you think that means?
Let's take a pause on that.
Let's
What do
take
you
a
think?
pause
Take
on
a pause.
selfish
Really quick, let's take a pause. I want to talk to everyone about what we think that means.
Okay, wait.
Straight quote unquote guys, and this is again Hassan, I believe men.
Totally.
But like straight guys they love to talk and bandy about our little terms, and multiple men at SNL, well-meaning great guys, would just randomly turn to me and be like, God, gay guys really have it figured out. You can fuck whoever you want.
They love
and I'm like,
this.
stop.
They love this.
That's not true.
Straight guys love to. We do not have it figured out. I don't know if you've noticed. It's not
do
going well
not.
for many of us.
No, yeah, no.
Me personally, I'm chilling. But my straight guy buddies will love to tell me nothing more than like, they'll just really, in a moment of like weird introspection, we'll just be at lunch or something, and they'll be like, God, the way you guys can just get a blowjob on command. And I'm like,
Yeah.
hey,
Not true.
Like,
hey,
eating,
what's
not
going
so.
on? Your wife is in the bathroom. What is going on? Like, it's really insane.
But do you know that's what I'm saying? Hello. It's like whenever I feel like there's
Wife's in
like
the bathroom cheating.
judgment towards our community, I'm like, here's the thing: we're just so out loud and
Yeah.
proud and exuberant about our mental illness and about like what's breaking us down and has us broken as a community and individuals we're in.
Yeah.
But like the straights are so like repressed about how about what their bullshit that they end up doing duplicitous, mean, nasty things to the people they love the most. Like
Yes.
they have not interrogated why they would make some of these choices because they haven't had shame.
Yes. Are you guys doing monogamy? Can I ask that? How's monogamy working right now? Are you open to that?
I'm not familiar.
Me and my boyfriend are distance, so it's like
Where's he live?
London,
Oh,
but
good
very
night.
abroad. Like
Good
yeah.
God.
So it's kind of one of those things where it's just like, you figure it out. You're writing it out. But
Yeah.
It is it's never easy.
Monogamy for you?
Well, I don't know. This is what I'm thinking about. I was in an open relationship most of last year, and I was always kind of making fun of open, and I was like, oh, I don't really want to do that because I wasn't dating anyone.
Right.
And then it came time to date someone, and I was like, oh, God, maybe they're onto something over there. I can't be carrying on multiple relationships. That's not for Caleb.
No.
No, not that.
Open was fun. I don't know. I do get a little jealous. I'm not going to lie to you.
Of monog.
Of
other people.
Both.
Yeah.
No, I in open, I will say, like, there are a lot of people that are open that are like, I love when my man comes home and tells me about this hot guy that he fucked, and I'm like, not me.
Right.
No,
I
never,
don't like
never.
it.
Never.
It doesn't turn me on. I don't like it. I don't mind it knowing that I'm gone as much as I am and whatever. But monogamy is coming up a lot lately, and I'm like, I don't know what's
Is
going
it coming up a lot?
in my head because I'm like, I want a family. I want like a family.
Oh, you do. You do.
Eventually, yeah, I want kids. Like, that's a big goal of mine in life. And so I'm like, what am I going to be open with kid? Like, I'm going to have like a kid and be like going out to see, like,
People
I
do
know
it.
People do
I'll
it.
never. I don't understand that, but people do it.
I also, yeah, every once in a while, of course, I get swept away with the idea that I'm going to meet someone. Yeah, I don't know. You guys ever get that idea that you're like, oh my God, I'm going to meet someone that makes it so easy and fun to just like lock in forever?
Totally.
Am I a total freak? Is that the craziest thing you've ever heard?
No. What if like having kids is like the glue
That makes the open work?
that makes the open work or the monog work?
Well, this is a great question.
That locks you in. Yeah, what?
And we'll never know. That's what I'm curious about. I don't know, but I'm just wondering about it all.
I feel like also another thing is like I'm now 36 and I don't think I require or have the urges to be like thinking about being on the prowl in the way I was. Like just monogamy in terms of energetically makes more sense because I'm like, yeah, that sounds a lot easier and I don't have to deal with someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like nowadays it's kind of like it's not like it was where I could just hop on a dick when I was 25. You know what I mean? I'm just like, okay, what's going on? Yeah, I've had lunch and dinner, but is someone knocking? Because I'll answer.
Yeah.
Now it's like, okay, let me do the mental math here. Like, I don't know.
You guys on Grindr?
I
have it.
I
Let's have a
am
gay guy
on it
episode.
again, and I am about to shutter again. I'm just like, there's nothing here.
Yeah.
Truly.
Also, because are you showing face on there?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm getting banned a lot.
So am I.
I get
happened
banned
to
from
me
Grindr.
too.
You know,
Yes.
I have to text
Oh, that's so funny.
who works at Grindr,
Right.
this poor sweet soul who has no business getting these nasty vile texts from me. And I text him and I go, I'm in Oklahoma City, I'm as horny as I've ever been, and I've once again been banned from Grindr for impersonating Caleb Hearon, which can I say that of the gay guys to impersonate, I have to imagine that Caleb Hearon is not high on the list on Grindr. I don't feel like that makes a ton of sense.
I say the same thing to the guys who are like, you're catfishing. I'm like, a femme Asian, like,
yeah, you guys hate fat people
You guys, like-
on here. You hate Asian people on here. Like, no, I wouldn't pick Caleb.
Right.
You know, I wouldn't pick like that doesn't make sense.
No.
we wouldn't catfish that way.
Right.
I know who you catfish as when you do it, and it's never yourself.
It's never me.
Yeah.
It's Hudson.
It's Hassan.
It's Hassan.
It's Hassan Piker. I got banned one time because I was in the Tampa area, and they were like, "We knew it couldn't be you." I was like, "No, I'm just weird in here."
No, I just had to go to
Like
Tampa.
I actually just sometimes come to Tampa. It's like a thing about me. If you had just sent me a message, we could have gotten into it. I would have told you all about my part-time Tampa life.
Yeah, I do have fun on Grindr. I am like regularly meeting people off of Grindr, I would say.
Really?
But like I'm very specific about it. And I'm very like, yeah, I don't think it's not how it was when I was like 20.
I know. It's
You know,
really.
when I was 20, I was like, who? I'll do anything. I was doing Anon when I was 20. What?
Wow.
I was meeting strangers without
Love.
face pics when I was
Great.
20.
Yeah.
Can't be doing that anymore.
That's Chicago 20s. You're in your 20s. You're doing Anon.
Say that.
Say that.
Say that.
I had like
that.
I had like a really crazy 6-week period on Grindr where I was like when I was in my like 26, 27. I had a 6 period where I was seeing like I'll just say like 4 or 5 guys a week. Like I was just like I had discovered it, and I was just like I am on this, and it was like I was having like a little sexual revolution in myself. I say it's a 6-week period because it had to end. I got syphilis.
Of course. Totally.
That's the bottleneck.
The pirate STI.
That'll happen sometimes. Yeah, an STI that we truly should not even be saying if it's not in a pirate's accent.
I thought it was a joke. I was like, yeah, syphilis. Haha.
Sure.
Yeah, it's just like no one gets that. Got it.
Matt, I heard a story about you on the way over here today.
What's the story?
My assistant, Michelle.
Yeah.
We were driving over here together. Shout out, Michelle. Love you, girl.
Shout out.
So sorry about everything. I'm a nightmare to work for. She used to work at a restaurant in Brooklyn.
Uh-huh.
And I have to confront you.
What's the rest? Oh, God, what happened?
She said that you came in. And she said you were not very nice.
I wasn't nice?
No, I'm kidding. She said you were a total sweetheart.
Because can I tell you, like, I was
Can you
like...
imagine?
He's industry.
She was like, he's the loveliest person on earth.
First of all, I am industry, and so I go in there and I'm like, I make sure that everyone knows that like,
He's been on the other side.
by when I say I'm industry, I mean I'm restaurant industry for 10 years. Like, but I was so shocked that I was possibly capable of that.
I know. Well, no, I'm totally kidding.
What restaurant?
Dinner party?
Okay, yeah. Okay, yes,
for somebody's birthday. Yeah,
somebody's
said you were lovely,
birthday.
and I just thought that was really sweet. I was really scared because when she said it, I was like, oh my gosh, like I love Matt. I hope this is a good story. Because I will say when I hear like somebody be like, oh, Renee Zellweger came into my coffee shop. I feel bad that Renee got the poll, but like any celebrity,
We only say her because she's noted
she's lovely.
She's lovely.
But it's like they'll say some random celebrity and they'll be like, ugh, they were kind of rude to me, and I'm going, I don't really believe that or listen to that, only because it's like. So many times I'll hear someone say that and I'm like, it sounds like they were just like kind of in a rush and having a bad day.
Yeah.
Like they didn't like dress you down in front of everyone or something. They were just like, iced vanilla latte. You know, and it's like, that's not mean. That's just being a person who has 20 things to do. So I wondered, and then it was that you were lovely.
I'm happy that ended the way it did, that story, because I will tell you, people acting crazy like that in restaurants, I can't abide by it.
Bowen and I had a beautiful night at Veselka once.
Oh, really?
Beautiful night.
Do you remember our faded night, Bowen?
I do. Of course I do. But do we talk about it? Because I think it was best case. I think things happened exactly how they should have. They were meant to.
Well, it was funny because you were writing for SNL, and
this is years ago.
This is 2019.
Yeah.
Yes, this is after my first season. You were screen testing.
It wasn't your first, your first season writing.
Yes.
I was screen testing for the show, and I was like, Bowen, can we like go out and get food after my thing? And Bowen took me to Veselka, and I was like, I feel like I was like, you're gonna be on the show, right?
You told me that?
I feel like we talked about it.
Yeah, and I was like, and I even back then I was like, I don't know. I think like I just literally was like, they would never put an Asian person on.
And I was like, they're not gonna put two gay guys on.
Right.
So I left that meal being like, Bowen's getting on the show, and this was a fun exercise, but like I'm not getting this job. And then that is what happened. But it was so, you were so sweet and lovely to me, and I was nervous about the thing.
I was terrible to the staff.
You were horrible to the staff. You berated them. And then Matt came in just to be mean to them and then left. Didn't even like have a bite with us. Came in, berated them, left.
Yeah.
Awesome.
And I made sure it was Michelle.
Yeah. Like, get Michelle out of here.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
Fuck you.
Bring her in, get her out. But it was so lovely and sweet.
That was nice.
Yeah,
that was Chicago days. What was the year post that you defected?
From Chicago?
From Chicago.
I left Chicago, if you can possibly believe it, in May of 2020 to move to Los Angeles.
Okay. Well, at that time, that was the time because LA was quote unquote nicer place to be at that time.
Totally nice, so you could be outside. And I was driving for Uber Eats at the time. I had no job. I had quit my job to do comedy full time in January of 2020. Let's all have a laugh.
Right.
And I thought things were on the up, and then COVID happened. Nothing happened. I was making no money, so I was driving for Uber. And I was like, I'd rather be driving for Uber with the windows down.
Yeah, 100%.
While people are dying left and right all winter.
Yeah.
I was like, let me get out there. So I moved to LA then.
Love.
Yeah.
I mean, it's all like we're just little paths diverging in the wood and then meeting back up again.
Isn't it so cute though?
It's
like,
cute.
guys, we've been doing this for a minute.
It's now at the point where it's just like, how long have I known Bowen? And the answer is 17 years.
Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
It's gonna be half our life. Soon.
Half our life soon.
That feels crazy just to quantify like your adult life as.
Met you in 2008. So what do we round up and say 18?
Technically
18.
In a couple of years,
yeah.
you guys will have had more life knowing each other than you did before you knew each other.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean?
That's how. Well, that's where I am with New York City. Where I'm like, I've spent most of my life here. It's the only place I've been an adult in. Am I robbing myself of something? Don't know.
How do you mean?
by saying like, oh, I haven't lived anywhere else.
But he knows where he's going when everything goes down.
Where are you going?
Ontario.
Really? Why is that?
Lake Muskoka. Just lakes. Just there's if you look at all the map overlays, it's like no wildfires, no tornadoes, no earthquakes, no floods.
He's got his like
Really checking into
prepper.
it.
It's interesting
I
nowadays.
think we all gotta be preppers.
No, it's interesting nowadays because you talk to people
Everyone's
and you
got a
realize some people in your life have fully prepped. Like we are, or our friends who's a couple. I was over there at their apartment like a few months ago, and they go, "Yeah, we're both getting guns." And I'm like, what? And they go, well, when the grid goes down, we both need a gun in case one of us goes.
Yeah.
I was like, excuse me?
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, well, if one of us goes down, you need someone to cover. I was like, you guys have really thought about like.
Who are these people? Are these lesbians?
Yeah, guys.
See, it's the lesbians that are doing it to me. And I heard something even more concerning recently. I was at more concerning than gun, if you can believe it. I was at a lesbian's house recently. They told me that they said, yeah, several of us just got walkie-talkies. I said, I'm not paying attention to.
No.
I very clearly am not tapped into what
For
you guys
their
are.
compound that they're like already
I
like.
said walkie-talkies.
Yeah, walkie-talkies.
If it comes walkie-talkie time, give me the gun.
If it comes walkie-talkie time,
I'm not doing
Give me the
walkie-talkie
gun.
time.
Well, I go like if the grid goes down, I'm out.
I'm sorry, I'm killing myself. I'm not doing walkie-talkies.
I am not doing walkies. I'm not doing generators. I'm not, because then what? We're camping, and I hate that.
I'm not camping.
My love, when my Wi-Fi goes out, I almost jump out a window. I'm not surviving when the grid goes down.
Not at all. The things I find the space in my heart and soul to complain about, my current present life.
Yeah.
You wouldn't want to see me. Also, it can't be that those things are called walkie-talkies as the technical term.
No.
Right?
No.
There's got to be a more technical term, right?
Whatever it is, when the grid goes down, those nails, bye-bye.
No.
God, don't do close-ups on them. It's really embarrassing.
No.
I'm not doing walkie-talkies. I'm not doing survivalist stuff. I will come to the lake with you for a little bit if I can still like drive. But I'm not. If the grid goes down, I'm not doing it. One of my friends drew a hand-drawn map.
Hot.
I guess, of how to get from New York to this piece of land that their family owns in Pennsylvania in case we need to escape. I said, yeah, I'm obviously not reading the things you guys are reading.
No.
I can't be involved in
We're
all
running different races.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to fight like with people. I'm like, again, fighting with my microwave to work.
that. Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on?
I have a different challenge.
Oh, the whole grid is fully working better than ever.
Yeah.
And I'm barely
The
surviving.
grid is up.
Yeah.
And I'm barely getting by.
I mean, in theory, it's Ontario for me, but it's like, who knows? Like at that point, I just hope I'm there when shit goes down.
Yeah.
Which is so unlikely.
What do you guys want out of your life? Can I ask you an earnest question?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've been gay guy. We've been vulnerable. What else can we be? Earnest?
I think we can be all sorts of things. That's really what this podcast has.
What do you guys really want?
What do I really want?
What's
you
the
know
point of
what?
all this?
I think I would like to. I think I like my life, and I like the way it's developing, and I want it to continue. But I stopped. Like I said the other day, I was like, I don't really believe anymore in making plans after like 6 months. Like 6 months ahead. It's like I can see my schedule and I can see what I'm doing for a few months, but like I couldn't wrap my head around a 5-year plan or a grand plan for my life because I feel like that would weirdly be limiting. I'm like open to things because I've surprised myself so far, I think. And then in terms of like, you know, the romantic stuff and like all of that, like I think that right now I'm in the mode of like I just want to follow good feelings and what is meant to be will be.
Yeah.
But I can't. I don't know. I can't. It's not that I can't make goals anymore. It's just that like I don't think it would be useful for me. I'm just kind of like, let's just see.
Everybody's feeling that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone can see the future, which is a real. I don't know if that's new or if that's like always been kind of happening or what. But I really don't think so many people living right now that are like our age or younger are really thinking 20 years from now and going like, I know what that'll look like.
Because this is the first time in society. Someone was saying this on like Al Jazeera or something. Like this is the first time in society where we are mourning the future in advance.
Right.
That was pretty scary.
We're not. That's like this is the first time as a people that we're like, oh, 20 years from now. Well, that's so uncertain that like I can't, and that puts you in a crazy existential funk where you're like, well, what the fuck am I supposed to do now if there's nothing to reap like in 20 years.
I just watched this incredible documentary called Join or Die. Have y'all seen this?
Join or die.
Join or Die. Has anyone heard of this?
What's Join or Die?
It's so wonderful. This guy, and I don't remember anyone's names from it, sorry. But this researcher researched for a long time, like governments and societies and like little different like regions, and I think mostly in Italy at first, and then he came back to the States. He's from the States. He basically did research on like what makes people feel cohesive, like what is the basis of community, like what makes rich community where people feel bought into their democracies, and like what is that thing. And he basically started charting it with like involvement in social groups like Kiwanis or the Elks Lodge or choirs or like choral groups or these things that we used to have so many social clubs. Like the women's suffrage movement started at like a women's social club, and like many of like W.E.B. Du Bois's like speeches came at like social clubs, like places where people gathered to be like part of like societies and things.
Like third spaces.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But the as like mistrust in the government and like disenchantment with democracy has gone up, in like a pretty straight line inversely, association with like groups has gone down.
Yep.
And I was so fascinated by this. It's a really, really good documentary. It's on Netflix. Shout out, you guys.
Shout out. You're
Netflix.
doing great things.
Love y'all. And all the streamers.
Mamas.
And all the streamers, by the way. I just love you guys. Physical media. I hope everything streams forever.
and it will.
And stop sending movies to theaters, by the way. Can we stream them? And it was really, really good, though. It was really fascinating. And I was like, oh, yeah, we're really not in groups anymore.
And like the perfect sort of recipe for whatever like little manipulative things is like there's no reason, like we're less and less motivated to go and seek out these spaces and clubs and stuff.
Yeah,
because we're on our phones.
We're on our phones, and also there's no real belief, I think, on a mass scale. I just was reading maybe yesterday morning about this town. I think it was in Oklahoma, that their city council and their mayor.
You're obsessed with Oklahoma, by the way.
I love Oklahoma. Can't get enough of it. Cannot get enough of it.
Sorry, keep going.
Shout out to Oklahoma.
Shout out.
Oklahoma readers. What are his other ones? Katie's
Readers, Katie's publicist,
Kyle's.
finalist, and Kyle's.
Oklahoma fans of this show. Shout out.
They're their own. They're their own subgroup now.
Yep.
Oklahoma. Yeah.
Oklahomans.
Yeah, I can't do it right now. But I was reading something that this town, they like approved a giant like AI data center, the city council, and the town like got together and like marched into City Hall and turned in like a fully signed petition to have all of them recalled. Everyone on city council and the mayor entirely put up for like a recall vote immediately. And it was like this surge of like, they do not want this fucking data center. They're being sold out by their officials. But it needs to be on that kind of scale for people to believe that we can affect change, because we can.
Yep.
It just needs to be scaled down to where it's like manageable to take bites.
Yeah, like somebody was saying like the other day, it's like even with the protests, like it feels like we're often hearing like this was the largest protest in history, or like this was the biggest day. It still feels like when you zoom out and look at what's happening in the world, like I understand that thought of like, okay, well, how many times have we heard that, and yet it feels like the world is getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
But then when you think of community on a small scale, it's very easy for me to think about like people walking into a town hall and like making change because people would be forced to listen. I think what's like so shitty is it's like it doesn't matter anymore how large like a voice we are saying we don't want something. We're so separated from the people that can make change and make power, and they're so siloed off from us that it's like totally fruitless.
Yesterday they did like a Tax the Rich rally in the Bronx, and someone was like, it was great. Like it was just like people who already know this, but like, but they were like, so like I don't know, like it felt like interesting, like we weren't sure like where this was all going. And I was like, oh no, the fact that you guys even like gathered is kind of like the win, right? It's like what you're saying. It's like these movements start out of literal like biomass, like living, breathing creatures like coming together for whatever reason.
I'm really of two minds about it, because I feel also that I had this conversation with a lot of friends after like 2016, because it was a very funny experience for me as someone who had lived my whole life up until that point in Missouri, that so many of my friends on the coasts for the first time were being like, we got to pay attention to the middle of the country. And I was like, oh, were you guys not?
Were you not paying attention?
I was like, oh, I was. And so that was really interesting to me. I like learned a lot from that moment. And then I have this kind of feeling that I'm like, something is going to have to give eventually with the fact that like so many people, like leftists, like good-hearted people who really want a brighter future for all of us, we say that things are so dire right now, and we say that like this is really as bad as it can get. It is so existential. And then the truth is that if a bunch of us moved to other places and started like having hard conversations, I think we have the winning argument. I think good people who want a better future that is not controlled by a handful of billionaires actually have the winning argument. And a lot of working people who don't vote the way we think maybe they should agree with us.
Yeah.
Yep.
If it's so existential, a bunch of us are going to have to move to places like Ohio and get to work, and we're not doing that. And so that's okay, but we're going to have to like eventually do something about the cognitive dissonance of the statement that things are existentially dire and we have to take drastic measures.
Yeah.
And then also nobody wants to move to West Virginia.
The thing is, though, I feel like yes, it's okay that people don't do that, but if that's not going to be the case, if we're not going to engage with them in like a real way like that, then we have to at least, I think, make sure we're not siloing off in a media way.
Right. I really want, and this was almost, and I don't think so, honey, for me, but it's not. But the what I really want is for Democrats to start being who Republicans say they are.
Yeah.
Republicans keep saying that Democrats are these like transgender leftist radicals who want to like destroy the billionaire class. And then you cut to Chuck Schumer, and it's like, he's not on estrogen, he's not sucking dick, he's not doing anything for working people.
Yeah.
Like, there's just nothing. And then their whole pitch, like Gavin Newsom's whole pitch is like, hey, I'm not so different from the Republicans. And it's like, well, bitch, can you be?
Right.
Can somebody be?
Yeah.
Does anyone have any interest in being different than these fucking cretins? Like,
Yeah.
It makes me feel fucking crazy because you look at a place like Missouri where Trump wins by 14, 15, 20 points, whatever. And then abortion, they pass the strictest abortion ban in the country, and then they put it up for a referendum, and the people vote it down by 3 points. So that's a 20-plus point swing between Trump winning and a very contentious progressive issue winning with the same voters.
Right.
Same thing with legalized marijuana, same thing with raising the minimum wage and giving people paid sick leave, all very leftist ideas. They're winning on the same ballots that Trump is winning. So we very clearly have a candidate problem.
Yes.
And I think if the solution was people like Gavin Newsom coming in with like a slick haircut and not wearing a tie, so we think he's regular, spare me, coming in and parroting the same things they're talking about, we've already had that choice. We've already had that choice and it didn't work. So I just feel crazy all the time. I feel fucking crazy.
I mean, I was watching something yesterday about like, well, it looks like Kamala Harris is running again, and so that means that her and Gavin Newsom will be at the top of the polls. And I'm like, well, that just sounds like a lot of wasted time.
Guys, why?
Because
let's run someone crazy. Let's run a fucking like kooky leftist art teacher from like Middlebury, Ohio. Let's run someone nuts. Let's just go crazy with it. I just don't think, I'm sorry, but I just don't think Kamala and Gavin are going to do it.
No,
I really don't.
It's just never going to happen. It's because it just goes back to the thing of what people didn't like, I think holistically, was that he was the type of like, you can even tell in the way he does his hair and the way he talks, and he comes out and says things like, we need to be more culturally normal, and that's going to like fix our problems. I'm like, what exactly do you mean by that? And he is like so slyly, or he thinks he's so slyly homophobic. Meanwhile, it just is homophobia.
Also, any Republican with any level of like acumen is going to destroy him on that culturally normal shit.
100%.
I know he thinks he's courting middle voters, but brother, you grew up rich in California.
Yeah.
Your culturally normal thing is not going to fly in the middle of the country. Like, it doesn't fly with me. I'm like, culturally normal, I don't feel anything like you. And it's not because I love trans people, I do, but it's like I don't feel related to you at all because you're like a slick career politician who you want to be president so bad that I'm like, ew, I hate it. That being said, I think if gay guys with podcasts for president, this country would be in such a good place.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
No, but he's always,
Bowen.
I'm confident we could do it.
I think we can do it.
Yeah.
And that's why
You
we
at the
make a
top.
great team.
Rogers Heron looks good on a
Bowen,
long
Supreme Court.
I'll do
You would be
Supreme Court.
incredible on the Supreme Court.
I
You would
think
be
you would,
incredible
too.
on the Supreme Court.
Yeah.
You in that robe.
I was going to say.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Why'd you want to push back so bad though? You
No,
really
I
wanted
was
to
just
fight
thinking.
me.
I was like,
Because he wants to move to Canada.
I want to move to Canada. I don't want.
can't
I
do
don't
it.
want any of this.
Well,
that's
speaking
fine.
of culturally normal,
Oh wait, my God! Wait, we haven't asked Caleb.
we
the
haven't even asked
question.
Caleb the question, which is, how did you become culturally you? Caleb Hearon, what was the culture that made you say culture was for you?
Okay, let me ask you: is this supposed to be one thing?
No, it can
No,
be
it doesn't
anything.
have to-
It can be like it can be
anything.
Missouri. It can be like a movie, a show, a song, a singer. It can be any.
Yes. Okay, I have so many things to say, but Wide Open Spaces album by the Chicks.
Fab.
Wide Open Spaces, the album by the Chicks.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Formerly Dixie.
Formerly
Yep.
Dixie.
We're not doing that anymore. The Chicks.
The Chicks.
That album has everything. It
Yep.
has your mom and your aunt scream singing along in the car. It has Heartbreak. It has Killing a man who cheated on you.
Yep.
Or sorry, abused you.
Yeah.
It has. He probably cheated too. God. It has fun dance tunes. It has fiddle. Wide Open Spaces by the Chicks is one of the greatest pieces of art we have ever seen in this country.
Thank you.
And it really is what the American Project was all leading to. Since then, who knows what happened? Wide Open Spaces by the Chicks. God, I love those ladies.
Yeah,
The American Project ended and failed when the whole fucking thing happened.
Yes. When they got in trouble, by the way, most people don't even remember this. When the Chicks got in trouble,
They were right.
not only were they right, but they didn't even say anything that crazy. It was one concert in Paris or London.
Yeah.
Where Natalie
Paris, right? Yeah.
Where Natalie says, "We just want y'all to know we're on the good side with you. We are ashamed of this war and we're ashamed the President of the United States is from Texas." That's a fucking softball.
Yeah.
I've said crazier things. Like, that is insane. They were right, and they should be. Oh God, I love them so much I could cry. I love them. They're so special, and Natalie Maines is so principled,
Absolutely.
and so talented, and I love her.
Yeah.
I love
And
this.
you know what's crazy is it's like what the Gaslighter album,
So
like
good.
I which I also love, which was their most recent album. Like I hated that it got tougher for her.
Yeah.
Because her fucking husband, the
Yeah.
guy Adrian Pasdar from Heroes. Which was such a disappointment as a Heroes fan, that he was such like a, what is it, tights on my boat?
Yes,
like,
Tights on My
all
Boat.
that. Like, that was so disappointing. I'm like, wow, this woman couldn't even catch a fucking break.
Brought
in her
her
personal
backstage
life.
at the Hollywood Bowl.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
Adrian Pasdar, it is on site, brother.
it's really on
If I
site.
see you in the streets, we need to have minimum a strongly worded conversation.
Yep.
Maximum glove up. Let's box.
He's not on the streets anymore. He's
don't know
too
where
scared.
he's at.
Too scared.
No, there's no way.
But Wide Open Spaces, when did you encounter this album?
Wide Open Spaces came out in the late 90s.
Yeah.
So I was a very young. I mean, most of my mom is like my biggest inspiration in the world. And like pretty much everything good about me is because of my mom. And most of my like music taste comes from my mom like blaring songs in the car.
Yeah.
And us like driving somewhere. I mean, we just always had to go somewhere. Like we always had to go like, she was always rushing to get to work and drop us off at the babysitter, or like we had to go to like it just feels like we were always driving.
Yeah.
Because we were. And yeah, she would play. I feel like I really came to understand when I got a little bit older that like country music by women at that time was really giving framework for a bunch of women who didn't have like a formal education.
Yeah.
Giving them a framework for feminism. And it's not like they were sitting around chatting like that, but it was the feeling of like, I never saw the women in my life so alive as when they were listening to the Chicks and Shania Twain and Jodie Messina, Martina McBride, Faith Hill. Like the list goes on and on and on. And Leanne Womack, like it just really, it made them light up in a way. And I think it's because it was like music for them about their lives. It was so empowering. And so I really fell in love with that music because I saw all the women in my life like come alive to it.
Yeah.
And the women in my life were always just genuinely, for the most part, funnier and like more vibrant and interesting than the men who were talking over them. And the talking over women thing has become like kind of like it got like beat over the head nauseatingly, I feel like, to a point.
Right.
But it really, when I was growing up, was like these women couldn't get a word in edgewise and they were funnier and smarter.
Yeah.
And that drove me fucking insane. And seeing them like listening to like the Chicks and singing along, I just felt that there was something going on that was like very special.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with it because it was just the best feeling in the world.
See, and I also wonder in the aftermath of all that happening, how frustrating that must have been for women who probably were being told by their husbands, like, we don't fucking like them anymore, or like, we're burning their albums and doing the CDs, and like how shitty it must have felt.
Yeah, I also feel like I don't want to. I want to make sure that when I say that there wasn't a formal education around feminism, the women in my life were feminist in ways that people who have only studied it in a classroom could never. Like, their feminism was still important and real and powerful. They were taking stances and making swings and stuff. I just mean like
Formally,
like there wasn't this thing that I experienced when I went to college where a bunch of people were sitting around talking about ideas and
Right.
being like, this is why this should be this way, and like this is an example of this. Like, it was more just this lived experience of like, these shitty, annoying men, like ruining your life at every turn, and you just kind of having like, I think like, I don't want to be. There are many women I have known in my life that have had to stay with a man because they just could not afford to live without
Right.
them, and the things you have to put up with to be in that situation. Yeah, one of the only times I saw them feel really like really
Liberated.
lit up was when they were listening to this kind of music.
Because they were.
It is liberating music.
Yeah, they were telling stories of like what it might be like to like, and I think there's a catharsis in being like, what if we just killed him? You know what I mean? Like, that's what I love about music is like you live in a different world for 3.5 minutes, and like for 3.5 minutes, people were living in a world where it was like, you know, I cathartically had this experience in listening to this song where I fucking killed my husband with my best friend, or I helped my friend that I'm seeing struggle out of a situation. It didn't actually happen, but it cathartically and like, you know, metaphorically
it's Thelma and
was
Louise,
lived in.
Right, but it's like the thing about music is that it is accessible.
Yeah.
You don't have to like. At the time, you didn't have to like pop Thelma and Louise in the VCR and like watch a story or a parable portraying like feminine power in this way. You can just like turn it on the radio, or you could like pop the CD in the car as you're driving, as it's like in the weather of your life, like is in the climate of your life.
Yeah,
like the tricks are fucking major. I need to go back and really give Wide Open Spaces like a full list, like track to track listing, because I always go to Fly. Fly is my Tricks album.
Incredible album.
But Wide Open Spaces, you're right. Like that is like just the three of them on that cover, just like light on their feet.
Well, that was like that and Fly were like the peak. Wide Open Spaces and that were like the peak,
for
commercial
sure.
peak.
Yeah, and the music was great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but also but Not Ready to Make Nice was also. But what was
Taking the Long Way.
Way. That is just like. That's the album of the year where you're like, fuck yes.
Yes.
At least that was like the only like the vindication that we could have hoped for at the time. Now I think long term, it's like, of course, we're all like on the same page about the Chicks. It's unfortunate what happened to them. But like them winning album of the year for Taking the Long Way. And I thought Gaslighter was like a success.
I loved Gaslight.
A success though. Like I feel
Yeah.
commercially it did well, right?
I think so. It was deep in the pandemic when it
Sure.
came out. I don't know how much it was like
Yeah, I don't
interacting
know.
with. I remember I would listen to it constantly when it came out. I loved How
So
Do You Sleep at Night?
Oh my
That
God.
music video is great too.
And Texas Man.
Oh, love.
Man.
I could. Ooh, yeah.
Yeah.
Also, another one. Did you guys ever see? I'm always evangelizing about this. Did you guys ever see Monique's Queens of Comedy set?
Yes.
This set changed my life.
Wait, and also, I'm sure you've seen the one where she went to the women's prison.
Yeah, no, I have
Oh,
not.
she has such an incredible set at a women's prison where she goes and it was just they were living for her, and I was just like, people don't talk about her talent as a
No.
stand-up. They don't talk about her talent across the board enough anyway.
They disrespect her at every turn.
She's been ahead of it at every turn with the open relationship stuff with like, I'm not shaving my fucking legs.
Hello.
I'm not
The Oscars
campaigning for an
campaigning.
Oscar.
Yes.
Like I'm not doing this shit that you're telling me to do.
Yeah.
Monique is everything. Her Queens of Comedy set was one of the first times. I mean, I grew up in such a like fatness was either like a bad thing or a joke. Like best case being fat was a joke. Worst case and more normal was it was like this horrific thing to be like, oh my gosh, if anyone was fat, it was like they were like dying to change it. And it was really seeped into like my personhood. And Monique was genuinely the first time she opens that Queens of Comedy set, she came out and like she was big fat woman at the time, and she came out in this like leatherette, like sexy, slinky little thing. And she walked out and she was like, every fat bitch in this room should be on their feet clapping for me right now.
Yeah.
She was like, skinny bitches don't have what it takes.
Yeah.
Skinny bit like it just like
don't have what it takes.
They just don't. She just like went in, and I had never seen a fat person like own a room like that.
Yeah.
And it was genuinely one of the first times that I was like, oh, maybe I don't have to hate myself. Like maybe there is a reality where I can just like myself and feel confident. And I owe so much of my like any success I have or any like confidence I have on stage, I genuinely owe, at least in part, to watching that set for the first time.
100%.
It is so good. If you're listening to this, readers, publicists, Oklahoma publicists, I'm coming to you now. If you have not seen this set, go watch it. It's really fucking amazing.
Also, like that set 100%, and then this prison set I'm
Yeah.
referencing, I'll never forget one of the bits in any early stand-up I watched at that time that stuck with me was hers from that prison set. It was her reckoning with homophobia, and I remember at the time the homophobia that she was feeling. And I remember at the time I was probably like 14, 15, 16 years old, so hyper aware of when someone was being homophobic, especially in a stand-up comedy set, because I was like, I respected the art form and knew I wanted to do it someday or something like it. And she went on this run about how like she was pretty sure that one of her sons had a gay friend. And she was like, and this gay kid's coming over, and I'm like, what the fuck? And then she did this run about how like her son looked at her and was like, what do you care if he's gay? He's a good person, and like I love him, and like it's not a big deal. And she was like relating it to how she knew a lot of the women in the audience were lesbians. She's like, who here is gay? And there was like, yeah. And it was just like this way to
Skillful.
reckon with this ugly thing about her that she recognized was a part of like the fabric of what she thought at the time, but like she was working through it in a real way that didn't feel icky as an audience member, or it didn't make me feel shitty as a little gay boy watching it. I was just like, this is how you, I think, you know, walk through like a phobia that you had. And maybe this could be a note that, you know, every iconic male straight comedian that's, you know, aged up now could take. But it was just more interesting for her to unpack what she needed to unpack than to be like, this is what I don't get, this is what I don't get, this is what I don't get. It was more developed, and you're right, I think is because it was her womanhood that was allowing her that lens.
Yeah, she like gave permission. She really gave so many people permission to be themselves.
Yeah.
Genuinely. I love her so much.
And she gave us the iconic quote, the whore jumped out.
The whore jumped out.
Your behavior was whore-like.
Whore-like. And the whore jumped
out. And jumped back in.
Charm School was we owe so much to Monique on Charm School, and it's not even like top 10 of what we owe her thank you for. But goddamn, she was so good.
She was so good on Charm School.
That's
So
why there's
fiery.
no rules, is because it was after Charm
know.
School that she won the Academy Award. That's why I say there's no rules in entertainment. You can do anything as long as you're good enough. Because Monique like hosted Charm School, and then after that won the most
Within like
prestigious award.
3 years
Yes.
after Charm School
and
won.
deservedly so.
Yes,
and
yes.
by the way,
Didn't do the whole campaign bullshit.
yeah, no, just completely annihilated any job she's ever been given.
Yep.
In a way that is also singular and memorable and real star quality, because there's not another Monique.
No.
There's not another Monique.
In so many different ways, there's not. Her like vocal delivery, her cadence, her point of view, her bravery, her courage, her choices artistically. There's just not. She just doesn't get the credit.
And she played a horny, inappropriate, freaky legend on the Parkers, and we have to thank her for that. She was chasing that man down the halls. And it was inappropriate, but really funny, and I love her so much.
I would also say one of the top 10 things that I think we do owe her for is in Beer Fest when she said, "I'm gonna break your dick off," when she was riding someone's penis. I'll never forget her performance in Beer Fest, and you can. It's supporting actress nomination was deserved for Beer Fest as well. A film that I'll remind you exists. Beer Fest.
When did that come out?
I mean, had to be 2006 or 2007 because the peer pressure that I must have felt to go see
Watch
that
Beer Fest.
peer pressure.
can only be described
If I
as
was there, it had to be during a
intense.
time where it was socially advantageous for me to attend the film. And
If I was seeing Beer Fest at Iceland Movie Theater, it must have been 2006.
These are phenomenal answers, Caleb.
Really good.
I
Very
could
good.
go on and on and on. But those are two that really stick out to me. Also, the movie Miss Congeniality.
Of course.
Hello.
Give some favorite elements of the film.
Sandra Bullock is once again one of the best things that we have to offer the world
100%.
as human beings and in the universe. Really, I would put her in a very small class of people that we should give her work to the aliens to say this is what we can
Should
do.
be on the
Yeah,
Discovery.
this is what a movie star is.
This is what a movie star is.
Yeah.
Bring that back. I mean, she really is so. There are a million moments, but really, I was rewatching it recently, and one of the moments that stuck out to me is when she's on the plane, going to get her makeover, and she's watching the videos of like the queens.
Yes.
Like she's trying to learn how to give an acceptance speech. Yeah. And she's like, and she's like really going for it.
Yeah.
I just was like, God, to be as like charming and genuinely good at acting and also fucking DNA funny as she is.
Yeah.
Many people think they have it and they just
No.
don't. I will never forget the way she says when Benjamin Bratt brings like his like hot new girl to like the bar and she's eating ice cream. He's like, "I'll take a gin and tonic and she'll have," and then Sandra goes, "Milk, give her milk." So good.
So many people Yeah, we just don't have
Everybody in
enough
that
Sandra
cast is great.
Bullocks.
Shatner, Candy Bergen.
Oh, Candice Bergen is so
When
fab.
Candice Bergen stands up and the crown is perfectly on top
Yep,
of her head.
yep,
and the,
yep,
hello?
yep.
Talk about directing a film. Let's talk about directing a film. We're not directing films anymore.
No, we're not.
The
We're
crown
just-
should be placed.
Yeah, honestly, that was good. And I also like Benjamin Bratt. He was an iconic hottie of the time.
Very hot.
Michael Caine, legendary
Caine.
performance.
So good.
He
He's
says,
with me.
He's with me. He says, the year we lost, the girl was a deaf mute. You can't
Can't
beat
compete with
that.
that.
You can't beat that. It's so funny.
Please.
This woman has no talent.
Legend.
Will you desist?
Desist.
So good. That movie is amazing.
It's incredible.
amazing.
It's incredible.
They just had. Oh God, I just took the flight back from Thailand, and they had like Sandra Bullock's entire discography.
Thank God.
And I did choose to watch discography.
Discography,
I love
by the
her
way.
album.
Her discography, by the way.
Yeah.
Her sound, her unique sound.
Imagine she had she was famous enough at one point where she could have been like, I'm doing music.
And we would have been there for
Remember
it.
when Reese Witherspoon flirted with that after Walk the Line?
Walk the Line,
They were
yeah.
like,
Oh,
well,
she
you
was
know,
incredible in Walk the Line.
she's
So
so
good.
good in
God
Walk the
damn.
Line. But they were like, maybe she'll release an album, and I believe that was like flirted with for a second, but no.
Because this was the year when ScarJo was coming out with music. Like the girls of that ilk were
Yeah.
like coming out with songs.
Oh,
And
it'll
now-
happen for me.
wait,
I'll do it.
Anne Hathaway.
Oh, I'll do it. Anne
Have you
Hathaway.
heard her song Burial?
No.
So,
Sorry, Anne.
So
From
Mother,
Mother
Mary,
Mary.
Sorry,
she's
Anne.
done a song with Charlie XCX, Jack Antonoff, and I believe she co-wrote on it.
Yes.
Oh my
It's
God.
called "This Is Your Burial."
Oh my God.
She's giving like sort of Gaga, Charlie, XCX, ex pop star in her other movie coming out next month.
Yeah.
It's called Mother Mary with Michaela Cole, where she plays like. It's like a sapphic like pop star, like sort of like weird freaky deaky little.
And by the way, talk about another
Musical.
person that we should give up to the aliens to show what we're capable of. Anne Hathaway.
Anne
Hathaway.
Anne's performance in, of course, everything, but we do not talk enough
Rachel getting married?
about
No.
what's that now?
Nothing
Rachel
I-
getting married.
Keep going.
Okay, but let me raise you this: her performance in Brokeback Mountain.
Oh, please,
of course.
her on the phone when she just goes. She just makes a little noise.
Hello. It's called acting, and we don't
Yeah.
see it enough anymore.
No,
She's
don't.
so goddamn good in
she's
that movie.
so fucking good in it. And
looks incredible in a
everyone
Western
else
shirt.
got all the air, but like, and I also appreciate that movie for what it did for Michelle Williams, and
Yes.
she deserved that.
Yes.
But Anne got lost in the conversation, and she was giving a great blonde performance.
Yes, she was phenomenal. She was
Yeah.
phenomenal in that movie, and she really is. What was the one you were saying?
Rachel getting
Rachel
married.
getting married.
I haven't seen it.
Crashes a car.
Oh,
feeling
you're
stupid.
gonna
You're
love
gonna
Rachel
love
getting
it.
married.
I'm gonna
She's
watch
proud
it.
of it. She's like in recent interviews has been like they asked her like what's like an undersung role of yours. She's like, I'm really proud of Rachel getting married, and as she should be.
I'm gonna watch it.
I gotta say too, I did recently rewatch the clip of "I Dreamed a Dream," and you forget she did it in one take.
Yep.
Like it was
People
done.
do that.
It was done live in one take, right there in her face, and you think like because Les Mis kind of when you look back at it, people are like iffy about like the very close up singing and sort of the way it was done. She killed it, really singing and
Yep.
using her voice
Yep.
and acting it in a way that was.
Revolutionary.
Oscar-worthy?
Oscar-worthy.
She's not fucking around.
What
She is not fucking around.
Can you tell us about the big film?
Devil Wears Prada 2.
Yeah.
Do you know it's so funny, you guys? When I had kind of like sworn off auditioning for the moment when that audition came through. I was like, I'm not really auditioning right now. I'm really tired of like going out for stuff.
Yeah.
And just kind of like not really. I felt like I was self-taping all the time.
Yeah.
We all go through eras like that where it's like I'm self-taping constantly. The things I end up getting are from a friend anyway.
Right.
I just was like, I can't do it for a moment. I need some space to breathe. And then this one came through, and I literally in my head was like, if someone asked me to put $5,000 down on if I would get it or if one of you or like Benny Skinner would get it, I almost didn't audition because I was like, this is so one of those guys. Like I was like, they are good. This is like a Matt Bowen, Benny,
No.
and I taped for it anyway, and it was so fucking fun. It was so cool, and I by the way, someone should put us and Benny in a movie, the four of us.
Please,
Let's do
we'll
it.
write it.
Hello,
Someone write down that we have to write that.
Someone take a note. Remind me to write this film.
Can someone just write that down?
But it was so fun. Like it was crazy to be a part of, and Anne is so like most, I think Disney people will tell us if I'm allowed to say this or not, but most of my stuff is with Anne in the movie, and she's so phenomenal.
I thought even Disney adults would tell you.
Disney adults
what
will let
you were
me know.
allowed to say.
Disney adults will let me know what I'm allowed to say.
it. Anything's possible.
They're wearing the hat.
I almost wore a Mickey waffle sweater today.
That would have been really cute.
I know.
Okay, but
Sorry.
I almost got on a tangent about Mickey. Okay, so
Fate worse
my
than
mentally
death.
ill brain.
So okay, you and Anne, most of your stuff is with Anne.
Anne.
She's so lovely.
Yes.
She's so lovely. I hadn't had the pleasure of meeting her until the film. Warmest, loveliest, most energetic. Like, really made me go inward about how much energy I bring to work. Like, I was like, I need to step up. Like, if Anne Hathaway is as busy as she is and she's bringing this level of like, I think I'm a warm, energetic person, but she was bringing to the point where I literally at one point was like, Anne, I just have to say, like, the level of energy you bring every day is psychotic. I do not know how you're doing it. Like, I'm so in awe. And I'm like, how do you find the energy? And she's like, I just tell myself that I have it. And I'm like, you are on another level than me. When I tell you she's going before shots, she's going into like what's supposed to be her office and being like, hey, you guys, can we talk really quick? Like, can we collab? Like, I think this vase would be different for her. And can we move this over here? Like, a true fucking artist.
Yeah.
And not in an annoying way, in a way that's like genuinely respectful of everyone's craft, like knew what everyone did. Like, I just was very, her and Meryl and Stan, like all of them, watching them work, I was just like, wow, this is really, I knew it would be cool because I'm a huge fan. And I like watched the original as like a closeted 11-year-old boy in Missouri. And like,
so cool.
I could cry. Like, it was just so sweet and cool. But she was a delight and such a true talent. It's crazy.
Fuck.
A true pure talent. Going from like conversing like this to being like, all right, and speeding, and then just fucking into it, acting, like, I don't know. It feels sometimes silly to compliment people on the things that are like, yeah, they snap right into character and they knew all their lines, but it's like, she's so busy and she's operating at such a high level on and off the camera. I'm a huge fan and I'm very inspired by her, actually.
Oh my God, Caleb, that's not, no, this is so worth talking about. Like, yes, we're talking about someone who's like acclaimed at their craft, but it's like, it's important to talk to like kind of pop open the hood for other people and just for us, like amongst ourselves, amongst friends. It's like, oh, because then it like gives it a reason for being. Then it like motivates, like, if we're lucky enough to like be in front of the camera again in that capacity, then like, yeah, like you're inspiring my ass to be like, oh yeah, you can be like collaborative in that sense and like weigh in, because I am so used to like the pecking order of the call sheet or whatever, and I'm like, okay, like I'm not like number one here. Let me like let everybody else make the decisions for me. But it's like, but no, I'm just saying, like, please talk about this stuff.
It's really inspiring. I'm like I fucking love acting so much and getting to watch people do it at that level. And people who have like, or look, if Anne Hathaway or Meryl Streep or Stanley Tucci wanted to be nightmares on that set, they could totally get away with it. And people do. And they just opt not to. And I feel like, I just feel very inspired by that. And it makes me even more frustrated with the people who show up late and don't know their lines and things that I'm like, look, if Anne Hathaway can show up on time, be kind to everyone in a fucking 20-mile radius, and like genuinely give warmth and attention to everyone and know her lines and kill the performance and care. I'm like, you can do it too.
You can do it.
You know what I mean? I'm mostly talking about men. But I just am so inspired by her work ethic, and being part of the movie too is really fucking cool.
So excited.
You know what's kind of what movie 2 is kind of like, it feels like there's like a reassessment of it happening, is Interstellar. It feels like it keeps coming up.
Yeah.
Like it like over the past like 6 months or
You're
so,
right.
I keep hearing people being like, actually, have you watched that? Because it's great. And she's one of the best parts of it, where she has that, I remember, it's that when you first watch it, it's like very random, where they're like banging their heads against the wall about how they figure out like the time-space continuum or whatever, and Anne Hathaway is like the only woman in America who could tell this, but she's like, her eyes well with tears, she's wearing that like pixie cut, she's like, what if love is the answer?
Hello?
Could it be love?
Wake it up?
And I'm like, I'm like, on the page, I'm like, huh? And then I'm like, what? And like, I'm full sobbing. I'm like, what if it's love?
Yeah, what
and
if?
then it kind of was.
And it was love, by
like,
the way.
spoiler alert, it was love.
He's in that little library. Yeah, I'm spoiling.
Yeah.
That's a crazy fucking movie.
That's a crazy
Nuts.
movie.
So I at the time I couldn't hear it.
Right.
Like, because the sound, we usually have some guys in here who like are down to clown with Chris Nolan movies. They're not like, you're like, here you are.
No, I don't really like Nolan.
All right. He doesn't really like Interstellar. He doesn't really like Nolan.
No. I'm sure he's a fine guy. I don't like him.
Kiss
you know
ass.
what? You know what I can't fuck with? I watched the Dinos documentary, the dinosaur documentary on Netflix recently. Did you guys see anything
Yeah,
about
I
this?
saw it. I didn't press play.
Wow, don't watch it stoned.
No.
What the fuck is going on? What happened with the dinosaurs? There's a part of this documentary. It's narrated by Morgan Freeman. Obviously, incredible choice. Hope he got paid a
course.
lot. I'm sure he did. It rained for 1 million years at one point, I guess.
What?
So what the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
so crazy. I shouldn't know anything about that. The passage of time, like I literally almost had a panic attack. I was so scared. They start talking about the dinosaurs. Basically, the fact that humans exist is crazy and our lives are so small, just so you know. And the idea that it rained for 1 million years is
Yeah.
going to go ahead and be something I should have never heard about.
And this is separate from the Ice Age, which was, by the way, a whole age.
Hello.
Where it was ice.
Hello. And the dinosaurs, by the way, they were here, then they weren't. Now maybe they're birds. Can't be involved.
They do say that they were likely birds.
They were like, well, it's just that any color we like applied to them is conjecture.
Yeah.
Like in Jurassic Park, it's like that's not what they looked like. They might have had
don't know.
feathers, babe.
Yeah, we don't know.
Yeah.
They could have had feathers. It's really scary, but the idea that it... I'm going to try not to cry, because the idea that it rained for 1 million years is so crazy. What do you mean by that?
Rained lava.
First of all, 1 million years happened.
Right.
Let's start there.
Yeah.
The documentary, first thing it does, puts up an Earth clock, ticks it back to 260 million years ago. That didn't happen, in my personal opinion. Do I mean that? No. I just can't process the idea that there's been 260 million years. What do you mean by that?
What can't you process that like where do you fit into
Basically,
that?
like the 1400s is where
Yeah.
everything had to start for
yeah,
me.
totally.
On Caleb's timeline, everything started in like the 1400s.
Right.
They were speaking English.
Which, can you imagine being alive at that time when you're always filthy, everyone's sick, and you're probably going to die from like a sword?
Right, but I understood some things. Like I understand like the little hats they wore. I understood maybe some things they were saying.
I get the fashion.
But I'm scared of everything that happened before that, and I'm scared of everything that will happen after this.
Yes. I think it's because there's no media portrayal of it.
Of dinosaurs?
Of the years that it was raining. You should have on like whatever extra screen you have lying around, just put on like Mesozoic era screensaver.
Yeah.
And you should just see what the world might have looked like back then. Just there.
Yeah.
Ask Google AI, what were the vibes during the million years of rain?
Give me vibes. Give me million years rain vibes.
Because you've seen the 1400s on TV and in movies.
Yeah.
And you can process that because you've pictured it.
Yeah.
I think you have not pictured raining for 1 million years, which of course you haven't because
Do you? Okay, so I guess the way you're talking right now, Bowen, it feels like, are you guys comfortable knowing that it rained for 1 million years?
I can believe that it happened.
Fuck, okay.
But the Dinos documentary, it's just one movie, not a bunch of parts.
Yeah, it's like episodic. It doesn't stress you guys out at all to like think about like, okay,
No, it stresses me out
you
a
guys
lot.
have been friends for 17 years.
Right.
Imagine that whole time
It rained.
it was raining. First of all,
And would never stop.
would never stop
Yeah.
during the whole time you've been friends, right? And then let's say that goes on for basically another million years, because 17 is such
At
a
least,
small...
at least though, then you are born into a world where it rains and you never know life where it doesn't. So actually, you'd probably get pretty used to it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a really good point.
Totally.
I wasn't born in the rain, so I have trouble understanding it. Scary.
I can only lock into stuff if I'm stoned now, if I'm watching.
Oh, don't watch The Perfect Neighbor.
What's going
Oh, that's tough.
What's going on with
Oh my-
Perfect Neighbor?
Did
Oh.
you watch Perfect Neighbor? Also Netflix, shout out.
Shout
It's
out.
an,
Ted.
it's,
All the
it's, it was an
streamers.
Oscar-nominated documentary that I put on the other day, which is it's entirely police body cam footage that they strung together
security
to
cam
create a
footage.
narrative, and
Yeah,
it's I can't even
yes.
get into it.
Fuck this.
About
yeah,
that-
I've seen
that-
this.
that
I didn't
fucking
know what
lady.
it was about, and I put it on, and I had been too stoned to watch that, and I wasn't. I had to lay down for like 3 hours afterwards. It was terrible.
Horrifying.
But what's better high on Netflix is Age of Attraction.
Don't know it. I thought you were going to
He
say Age
loves
of
it.
Adeline. I thought you were going to say Age of
of
Adeline.
Adeline.
No, Age of Adeline Stoned is the best film ever.
What's Age of Attraction?
Age of Attraction is a Netflix television series that is new. Basically, it's about all these singles get in a house and no one can reveal their age.
It's Love is Blind, but for age.
The one question you can't ask is how old are you?
Yeah.
Until you make a connection and then you go to the promise room and you put a promise ring on each other's
Once you're
finger.
engaged to each other, then it's basically Love is Blind. You find out
At that point, you're going to move in together. And only then after you've made the commitment to move in together can you reveal your age. And it's like, wouldn't you know it, like people that you would have never guessed were 60 are like people that look 35 are really 22. And then it's about like, okay, we've just realized this person that I've been getting to know for 4 or 5 days that I thought was maybe within a 10-year age range for me, we actually have like a 33-year age difference.
Wow.
And what does that knowledge do, and what is the dynamic? How does it change when we're living together with that knowledge, when I introduce you to family members that come in? And what's great about the show is it starts like Love Island, where they're coming into the villa and it's like they're blown out and their makeup is perfect and it's like they're perfectly like, airbrushed and like the filter is on. And then once they start living together, it becomes like a real docuseries where it's just like, I just don't understand, how can you be celibate but last night like ride me and have an orgasm? I just don't understand like why we can't go there. And she's like, if you can't understand my celibacy, then what am I even doing here? He's like, you're not celibate.
We fucked.
We basically fucked. I just didn't put it in you. She's like, I can't believe you'd even say that on camera.
She wrote him no penetration and came. Not that it's the details.
No,
are
but
super
I'm
important,
confused
but
as
I'm
well.
like,
No, but there was a moment. You have to watch it.
Yeah.
Like, and it's
Apparently.
it's crazy. It's like it's the way it devolves from one type of reality show into another.
Yeah.
I think is kind of a flip on the form in a way that I was appreciating. Like I was in because it was so silly and stupid, and then once that disappeared, I was just like, I couldn't believe how personal they were getting and what it was picking up, and I'm just like, wow, we're in it in a way that like after the honeymoon phase of meeting someone, you're then in it.
Yeah, not a celibate.
But they like really they went hard when it came to like, mapping in terms of the way they were shooting it on the way that the people were feeling at the time. Like it was good.
Huh.
Get high and watch it as well.
I might have to. I'm really,
Yeah.
if for nothing else, I'm wondering if maybe you would do me the favor of sending me the timestamps of the celibacy stuff.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's so much better when you've seen
It's in
what
the
comes
context.
before
Yeah.
it.
Okay.
Like, I can't even describe to you that, like, the way that they're filmed and, like, it goes from full Love Island. You tried to watch it,
I
right?
tried, but I've not gone to like the look and feel shift.
You felt it had, like, a little bit ick.
I was just like,
It was weird.
this is not like grabbed me yet, because I think you need to wait for the actual reveals where you're like, oh, even I as a viewer thought this person was 40 years, older or younger or whatever. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I guess I should give it a...
The biggest age difference is 33 years, and there's another one that's 27 years, and, like, you really can't... Like, you're blown away when you find out that's what it is.
Oh,
and
I
they
don't
bring
believe
their,
it.
Yeah.
You mean it? You're really blown away?
You mean
Twice
it?
I was
mean
blown
it?
away. Twice I was blown away. The rest
Oh.
I was like, okay, yeah, I knew that. I saw this coming.
See, because I have the gay guy skill of like, you know how they can age trees with rings?
Yeah.
I can do that with torsos now because of being on Grindr since I was 17 years old.
Right.
Like if I just see a torso, I'm like 43. You know
Oh
what
my
I mean?
god, that's amazing.
You know how you can tell.
We
Yeah.
need to get the list of... We need to give a list of gay powers. We need to, like,
Oh, there's
publish
a list of gay powers. Have you heard of this?
No.
So it's like it's like any gay man has like 6 of these like 80 gay powers.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's like
I have the list of gay
math,
powers.
map reading, telling aging men based on their torsos, like,
Torso aging needs to be in there.
transit.
So I don't have the list of gay powers, but the gay thing I do have is my Ariana Grande tour set list that I made when I was high on the plane. And I said this to Bowen. I said Ariana set list, my version spelled with a B. So it says
My
my version
Hello.
with a heart.
Hello.
And I think it's perfect.
I really believe you.
His encores were insane. Didn't make any
This
sense.
is my Ariana
All right.
Grande concert.
The whole
Intro, End of the World, short version, into Yes and, into Be All Right, into True Story, into Supernatural. Then she takes a break because she deserves it. Then we go back into the past. Breathe in one last time. Ari, think about it. Dangerous Woman. Take a little bit of a break. Yes, it's time to honor positions.
You're building in
we do
breaks for
positions,
her.
34,
deserves
35,
it.
and POV. After POV, I'm sure we have like a beautiful like montage and like an Eternal Sunshine montage into the song Eternal Sunshine, Twilight Zone, No Tears Left to Cry, break. This is when we're being a slut. Into You, break up with your girlfriend, The Boy Is Mine, 7 Rings, We Need a Break, it's Wicked Time. Popular, Into, every different show, there's a different musical theater cover. Into, think about it, Ariana, The Way. Break, God is a Woman, Break Free, Thank You Next. Down, Encore is Imperfect for You, and We Can't Be Friends.
We Can't Be Friends as the encore works. Imperfect for You doesn't make sense.
I
We
think
Can't
it
Be Friends
does.
is awesome.
Of course, I love
encore.
different musical theater song every.
I think
show.
I think we'll see something like that.
Could be fun.
We'll see something like that.
Stone on the plane.
I'm
So high on the
completely
plane.
addicted.
This I could have done real work. This is what I did.
Your team pinging you left and right. Need to hear back X, Y, Z. Need to hear.
Can you check your DocuSign? I'm
Please,
like,
DocuSign.
I'm busy with my version.
Please do dot loop. Please sign.
It may be time.
It's time.
Okay, it's time for I Don't Think So, Honey. This is that segment we do.
Oh my gosh. Okay. Yes.
It's time.
It's
and
time.
so this is we put 1 minute on the clock and we sort of shred. You know what I mean? This mic has been drooping the whole time. I think it's not worth it to fix it now.
That's
but I do
okay.
just want to say I think it's probably okay, right? I sound okay? All right, that's a little BTS for y'all at home.
You have something?
Yes, I do. I do have something.
Okay. This is Matt Rogers.
Okay.
I don't think so. Any's time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. You asking me if I talked about you in therapy. This is none of your business. I don't.
Excuse me.
And the thing is, like, be prepared for the answer. You know what I mean? Because you might ask, "Did I come up in therapy?" And I might be like, "Yeah." And then you might be like, oh. And then either you're going to ask me what happened. I probably won't say, but you're going to intuit that it probably wasn't great.
Right.
Or that you were a long discussion. Or you're going to be like, oh, cool. And then you're going to spin out for
30
hours
seconds.
about how you came up in therapy. And I don't think so, honey, that I'm going to tell you. So you're going to be alone with that spinning. Also, like, true narcissism revealed to ask, did I come up in therapy? Even as a joke, my therapy is my therapy. Your therapy should be your therapy. I'll never ask if I came up in your therapy. But like, and I just feel like at this point, it's like what happens between me and Stacy is between me and Stacy, and you have to respect that relationship. And it's one that I've built over time. We have our thing. You stay at home. If you're asking, you probably are in my therapy.
And that's 1 minute.
Wow.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I liked that.
Thank you. I
good.
just it's happened a couple times, and I'm like, do you want the answer?
I don't
You
think
know?
they do.
I don't think they do.
I don't think they do.
A guy?
It has been 3 people have brought this up to me. Have I come up in therapy?
I haven't asked you that question. have
No.
I? Okay.
I
good.
don't think you've asked me. You wouldn't ask
Did I
me.
come up in therapy? Because it's
You
like
do come up once a session.
Sure. It's like it's the equivalent of like lurking on like a message board or like searching your own name.
Yeah, it's like you don't want to know.
I actually don't want to know.
It's better for you to not ask, and it's better for me to not tell. Just stay out of it.
Yeah, I just
Stay out of it.
it's my business, my
Yeah.
version.
My version.
But by the way, when I say you come up in therapy, it's just because you're a constant in my life. So you're always
and
there.
can you see that I did not inquire further?
No.
I just
Hello.
And those are boundaries.
Yep.
My version, my
version.
bestie, my boundaries.
Boundaries, my version.
Okay. Boundaries, my version. Taylor's version.
Taylor's version.
Anyways, okay, are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's actually pertinent to this thing we were discussing earlier.
This is Bowen Yang's I Don't Think So, Honey. His time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. Q-tips aren't supposed to go in your ears.
Wow.
They keep telling us this, and yet no amount of PR, of messaging, of whatever. It's too late.
Yeah, they're in there.
The bell has been rung. We cannot unring the bell. You're never going to win, Big Cotton. I'm so sorry. It's okay. This is what happens when it's done. I don't know who released
30
Pandora from the
seconds.
box, but this is all we're gonna do with Q-tip. We're not gonna clean our keyboards with this. We're not gonna make
No.
crafts with this. We are going to stick this in our ear, whether it's good for us or not. And honey,
Exactly.
it's the only thing that's digging these little, is hitting these veins to
15
get that
seconds.
ore out of my canals. Q-tips, there's no point. It's fruitless. It's futile. Let us do it. Stop it with this, because
5.
then you're gonna get me angry because I don't like being told what I'm not supposed to do. Because guess what? I'm gonna be doing it.
And that's 1 minute. Bowen hates being told what to and not to stick in
Don't
any of
tell
his
me
holes.
what to or not to
Don't tell
do.
me what goes where.
I'll put shit where I need to put shit.
Exactly. And the thing is, like, you're right. It is the only way to really
Get in there.
get in there and get it out of there.
I'll do a pencil every now and then. Oof.
Oh goodness.
A pencil.
Bowen.
A pento.
Like the eraser side, of course. Pardon?
I need a fine point.
Bowen?
You are doing a scantron in your ears.
Bowen, that's really bad. I want you to go back to Q. Now I'm definitely like, if you didn't like his, I don't think so, honey. Now have the context that without the Q-tip, it's a pencil.
It's a pencil.
Sharp
and
side in.
There's lead. There's lead in
Bowen,
this
that's so
brain.
scary.
It's also crazy as a noted fan of
Graphite.
the television series Girls that you would shove anything in there that could perforate an eardrum
Nothing
because
smaller
God
than an
knows that was
elbow.
hell. Nothing smaller.
What?
That's what she says. That's what her mom says in
Nothing
Girls.
smaller than an elbow.
That's
Nothing
so
smaller than an
funny.
elbow in
God,
there.
Jonathan.
Becky Ann Baker, hello.
Becky Ann Baker,
Legend.
a great star.
Love her.
Wonderful.
A great star.
Okay, well that was me.
Okay, my turn.
Are you ready?
Okay, I think so. Okay.
Okay, well, this is the moment people have been waiting for. This is Caleb Hearon's I Don't Think So, Honey. His time starts now.
I don't think so, honey. Innovation where innovation is not needed.
No.
Enough. We have done too much. There's so many things that we already know about. I'm going to start off by saying car door handles.
Yep.
We figured that out in the 1960s.
Oh my God,
In the
thank you.
1960s. It is a
Holy
little thing
shit.
that you pull that opens the goddamn door.
Yep.
I've had it. Why is it a button now? Why is the button hidden? I have to rub my hand around the entire frame of the door to find the button.
Yep.
I have to knock on the door 3 times and answer a troll's riddle to get out of the fucking vehicle.
Yep.
No more new car handles.
30 seconds.
What else? Diet Coke. It was working. When I asked the restaurant if they have a Diet Coke and they say, we actually have a house-made, artisanal Italian, we all have something else and it's a fucking problem. I want Diet Coke at the restaurant. We are innovating things. At the BlackBerry should have been where we
15
stopped with
seconds.
phones.
Yes!
Why are we on iPhone 17? The BlackBerry was a perfect phone and we ruined it. Planes are getting smaller.
Yeah.
Why? You guys already figured out how to make maximum money for us and make us more uncomfortable.
5 seconds.
The overhead bin should get bigger. The seats should get bigger. Stop innovating things that do not need to be innovated. Thank you.
And that's 1 minute. And it is at this point that I will say first, we needed to talk about this.
Yep.
And I want to talk about hotel lights.
Hello. Oh my God.
It's not the first time it's come up.
You need to put your key in there for it to
No.
work. You need
Forget it.
Oh, I'm so sick of it. Hotel lights. What was the other one I was thinking of?
Toilets everywhere.
Toilets? What's going on with toilets? They won't stop innovating.
Because you want to know what? Everywhere does self-flush now, and they're like, oh, well, just hit the button. The buttons are getting smaller, and they're hiding them at different points on the toilet.
Yes. They're putting out new toothbrushes every day. We've certainly figured it out. We have figured it out. There are things that we just figured out. No new car. Now, if you want to put the car in drive, you don't pull it. You just turn like an LED knob.
No.
Stop.
They're even coming for our shit with the glasses.
Hello.
Don't innovate on the glasses.
What's
No
happening
more.
with that?
The fucking Ray-Ban metas.
Yes, they're
it's
doing
like,
crazy.
No, nobody ever wear that in front of me.
Yes.
Ever.
Ever. Using AI to like respond to emails.
Yeah, forget it.
You
Go
make
clickety clack.
$85,000 a year to respond to emails. The least you can do is fucking hit the keys, bitch.
Yeah.
I have had it with the innovations. Knock it off.
Knock it off.
No offense to anyone who's using. I just
No
don't like
offense
it.
to anyone who's an innovator. Anyone who identifies as an innovator, no offense to you.
But just direct it at the right thing.
10-year
Yeah.
gap. 10-year gap on innovations. That's what I'm asking for.
I truly agree. And there was another one. With email. I hate seeing at the bottom of Gmail the suggested responses.
Sure.
Never makes any fucking
No,
sense.
I'm telling you, sometimes it'll be like, well, that's a perfect response, and that's a perfectly lovely response or a good response to this email, and then I actually think about clicking it. I'm like, no.
Can I
Based
tell
on
you?
principle, I'm not using your answer.
I auto-populated one on accident recently because you know how Gmail now will just like if you accidentally hit tab, it'll like type it out for you.
Devil.
It typed out scarily exactly what I would have said, like lowercase, like hey y'all dash dash, like it is my exact email voice. It typed it out for me word for word what I needed to respond. I deleted it and retyped it.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not doing it.
No.
I'm not doing it. It's scary to me, and I
That's
hate
your
that it
version
knows
of marching
me.
into the Oklahoma City Hall.
Yes, it knows me.
I will say, Caleb, you have gorgeous Asian eyes.
You know what, Bowen? Thank you for saying that.
Yeah.
That is so beautiful and special.
You have a gorgeous lash length on a beautiful brown almond adjacent eye.
People often think that I am not white, and I'm not going to lie to you about that. Sometimes people think I'm Pacific Islander. Sometimes they think I'm Hispanic.
Why would you lie about that?
I would never lie about that, and that's what I'm telling you. Sometimes you guys, people think I'm not white, and every time I receive it as a beautiful compliment, and really don't know what to say after I say, unfortunately, I'm just white. Of course I think being white is an embarrassment. It's one of the worst things that's ever happened to me. And also, we can't deny there are privileges.
no.
That's all you have to
Do
say.
you guys want to unpack white privilege?
I was thinking today was the day.
Yeah.
It's time we did that. Anyway,
time.
that's for next time Caleb comes on.
Yeah, you will
wait.
return.
can't
And also,
wait.
we should do dinner.
Let's do dinner.
Let's do dinner.
I actually don't know why I thought you were an LA person.
Well, I used to be.
Yeah, you were.
I
That's
used
why
to
I
be,
thought
but
this.
now I am a New York person.
Okay,
And
well,
we can eat dinner whenever we'd like.
here we go.
We're going to the Fly. It's
Look out,
romantic.
restaurants! A real jerk is coming through. me.
Three real jerks are coming in.
Huge bitches. Oh my god, we leave and we get a terrible reputation. We were only lovely.
Oh, that'd be fun though.
Oh, it'd be kind of fun because at least we would know the truth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's how I always feel.
Yeah. I know the truth.
When I hear rumors about us, and I always am, I go, I know the truth.
Well, at least
about
I
the
know
three
the
of us.
truth. The truth of this episode was that it was a blast, and you got to listen to So True. You got to watch the special. You got to watch Devil Wears Prada 2.
You do.
DWP.
To be promoting Devil Wears Prada 2. Just congrats.
Also funny for me to be promoting. It's like, I think they've got it covered.
I don't know. I look at that cast list and I'm like, yeah, sure, Lady Gaga. Yeah, sure, Rachel Bloom. Caleb Hearon.
Hey, we
We
did
knew
it.
who we wanted on the show.
Thank you guys for having me.
We love you.
you.
We end every episode with a song.
Wide open spaces,
Room to make a big mistake. She needs new faces. She knows the highest stakes.
No, the highest
The highest stakes.
For more of that, listen to the album and song Wide Open Spaces by the Chicks. Bye. Las Culturistas is a production by Will Ferrell's Big Money Players and iHeartRadio podcasts.
Created and hosted by Matt Rogers and Bowen Yang. Executive produced by Anna Hosnier and produced by Becca Ramos.
Edited and mixed by Doug Bain.
And our music is by Henry Kapersky.